some technical difficulty. 1 moment, please. Today's game officials will be head referee Robert Powell, Marty Joyner, John Bennett, CBO David Baythorpe, and bench manager Robin Stidsand.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Percy Perry Stadium in Coquitlam, British Columbia. I'm Steve Erickson, bringing you the call for today's game. Today's game sees Team Hong Kong take on Team Israel. Our pleasure to bring you the call for the game. First game on a Friday, a soggy Friday in Coquitlam, British Columbia. Not the nicest weather, but this is what we call our liquid sunshine in Canada's West Coast. I hope everyone travels safe and sound, and regardless of where your travels take you, right now we just want to pass on this special thoughts to the United States with all the tragedy they've had down in the States. Our thoughts sincerely with everyone down in Texas for that tragedy that unfolded last evening on behalf of the league. Of course, the FIL U19 Men's World Lacrosse Championships taking place here and starting. This is the first game of the day today. Yesterday saw Canada take on the United States. Following game, upcoming games after this will be Ireland versus Scotland, a 1 p.m. West Coast time. Taiwan and Germany at 4 p.m. and England and the Iroquois Nationals at 7:30 p.m. this evening on Friday. Officials go out to center field waiting, and the players will come back out to center field as well. Waiting for him, of course, a big chair message from the chair as well. Kiv Paskas is the chair for the U19 Men's Lacrosse Championships. Referee's indicating what to do, and they're having a discussion, and they're talking, and they're getting things sorted out. Now the boys will go back out to center field as they line themselves all up. Waiting, not a bad crowd on hand today to take the game in here in Coquitlam. Players coming down. Israel's starting goaltender is Daniel Metzger for the Team Israel. And who's the starting goaltender for, just so we get it correct, pick a number you like, 26? Number 26, Lian Feng is the starting goaltender for Hong Kong. They'll go back out, the respective halves of the field right now. The referee's going back out. Mr. Powell is the head referee in today's match, and they'll go back out, placing the balls down. Good crowd at hand cheering the boys on as they come to play. And, of course, this is indeed a real travel and something that's really nice. This is the debut factor for both teams out here. They want to play and they want to show what they've got, and they would love to take their talent, not only representing themselves and the team, but also their country that they come with. And a lot of boys very, very dedicated, as they should be, young men, very dedicated to their country that they work with and they live in. Referee Mr. Powell will go down, waits, looks, checks everything all out. Crowd coming to life. Again, sparse crowd, but it's soggy and it's early on a Friday morning. And, of course, one of the biggest traffic problems we have in the Lower Mainland, getting people to different venues early in the morning, is the traffic issue. And, of course, we just sort of go with the flow, so to speak, on the West Coast. For that, referee indicates I think we're all set. Clock is... I think they're waiting for the adjustment on the clock. It says 30 seconds. Okay, so we are ready. Referee's all set out there. Watching. Of course, a lot of youngsters out taking the game in today, and once you figure out where you're going, get a few things sorted out. A little bit of technical issues or technical difficulties, so to speak, on the West Coast. Had a chance earlier on to talk to Canada's sports minister and minister for disabilities, Carla Quattrow, a week ago in Delta, and she was telling me that she had made plans to come out and see one of the games. She didn't know what one she might come out and take in, but she said she would look and come out and see if she could take one of the games in. Of course, first game was yesterday, as we made mention, Canada versus the U.S. The final day of lacrosse here will be on the 16th. The gold medal game will be at 4 p.m. on the 16th. And on that day, on the final day as well, they will be starting at 10 a.m. So there'll be 3 games on the final day. All right, referee is all set right now. He's going down. Set, ready to get them going. Places the ball down from the initial draw. Looks, waiting for it. Nice play like that, and Israel got control of the ball. They just threw it all the way back up. Good play. Hishorn had it. Looks, he throws it back down all over on the far side right now. Knopf goes after that. He was calling for it, waiting for it. Couldn't get control. Wide open over on the near side is Bernstein. They finally saw Bernstein give it back to him, passing it back around. Bittman's wide open. They give it back to Bittman. Bittman back to Bernstein, left side wall, holding out of this one. Taking it deep, all against the back. Berkowitz has it. Looks, Berkowitz comes way out from behind. Now, Berkowitz is going all the way out in front, although he doesn't have the control of the ball. Looks going in, taking a jump shot right there. And that was easily stopped. And Yin Feng comes out and stops this one for Hong Kong. Looks, nice little bit of a dish off. Long, wide pass all the way over, this time on the far left side. Hung Hyung had control of it. Looks, he misplayed this one now. Bounces up and out of play. And they go back for Israel, and they'll hold on to this one. And the clock is ticking down. It started. We've got her all set, and we're ready to go. Nice passing play. Bernstein was the one that threw this one back over on the left side. Shulkinen has it. Looks, Shulkinen for Israel. He looks, comes out, goes out the right side this time. Comes out from behind the net, going in, taking a diving play right there and takes the shot up and out of play. And the youngsters will grab the ball, and they'll give the ball back to Hong Kong right now. And the youngsters will chase the ball down, and they'll get it back from the young players that are chasing the balls over on the sidelines. And it's interesting because the young players on the field, the sidelines that are chasing it, actually are wearing helmets, which is nice to see. Safety first and foremost. They inbound the ball. Good play to get it all the way back up. Coming straight up the middle. Good twist and turn right there. Hing Lee has it. Hing Lee throws it all the way back over on the right side this time to Manlai has it. Looks, Manlai passed it back around. Not going to get control of it that way. David Houghton has it. Now David Houghton looks. He still fights for it. Throws it back over. Nice little bit of a dish off and a passing play right there to Man Lee. And Man Lee, look, he threw it over. Man Lee's going straight up the field over on the left side this time. Not sure what he was going to do with it. Finally decided to go back over on the right side. David Houghton has it. Houghton throws it deep against the end zone. Looks, couldn't get control of this one. Phi Ko. He has it. Now he comes over on the right side this time. Coming in, running the undetected pick right there. David Houghton was the one that blocked that one. Now he still has control. They're fighting for it, and they're being pushed off and pressured off of the ball. Balamanabaji, and he had it for a split second right there. Looks, throws it back out in the mid part of the field. They're just looking and turning and going back around. David Houghton has it again. They're utilizing his skills on the outside of the field and seeing if they can get him back to the inside. Man Lee has it. Man Lee comes inside. Looks, throws it deep against the line on the outside. Still in control of it. Phi Ko has it. Now Phi Ko comes inside. He is pushed off the ball, and it goes up and out of play. So they give the ball back for Team Israel. Good pressure showing right there by Hong Kong, but good solid defense by Israel. Throwing it back. Nice passing play to get it back around. Wide open on the outside left. Azabaniji waits, looks. He couldn't get control of it. What are they going to do with it? Throwing it back over. Far side. Nice play, and that's a young goaltender, Metzger. He had it. He just threw it back. Now Metzger gets it back. Metzger is going to throw a nice, high, long one over on the far right side. Abanaji, he had control. Now he gets control. Misplayed this one. Now they're going back the other way, trying to chase it back down. Did they pick it up? Yes, and Hong Kong manages to pick the ball up after they chase it back down. Good play to get control of it. David Houghton has it. He fights for the ball. They're all pushing for it right there. Houghton's going to go after it again. Now it rolls up and out of play, and they're going to give the ball back to Team Israel. And they have control of the ball. They indicate that we're ready to go. And they will. They'll just throw it all the way back inside. Bernstein was one that dumped that one back in. Good passing play. Get to the mid part of the field again. Throwing it back to Cohen. Cohen was wide open. They didn't get it back to him. He was waiting for the pass. He cut back from the outside to the inside, trying to get it. Bernstein's calling for it. Bernstein, they finally saw him and gave it to him. He's on the outside left side of the field right there. Bernstein cuts back towards the middle, runs the undetected pick coming inside. Looks trying to take him off of the ball right there. Was Sum Ho, and they take a shot and score. Israel get the first goal in the game, and a nice shot to put that one in, and Israel comes up and puts the team up 1-0 early in the game. We've played about 3 minutes and 42 seconds in the first period. Coming here from Coquitlam. Soggy day. It's quit raining for a while, so everyone's happy on the field, and they're contented right now, albeit some of the coaching staff are dressed in. Looks like, well, they've all got jackets on. It's a little cool and overcast out here on the coast. And as you look on the coast, in Celsius temperatures at 16 degrees on the west coast of Canada right now. Wait, back out center floor. Referee, Mr. Powell, will place the ball back down. Mr. Powell wears number 61 on the back of his sweater. Over on the far side, wide open on the far side, is Myhalov holding on to it. From the draw, they pulled it all the way back. Nice play. Ornstein has it. Looks, Ornstein twists and turns, goes inside. Shot, scores! Nice play. Right from the draw at center. And that one goes inside. No mistake in that one. And that was a quick give and go right there on the play, right from the face-off at center. And he goes marching all the way down. That probably had to take about like 23 seconds from the draw back at center. So we'll go back out to center, and they'll do it once again. Placing themselves all down. Putting the score up on the board. Between here and the board, it takes a little bit of technical issues to try and get it sorted out right now. So the team's going over on the far side, both teams. I'm not sure whether we had a timeout called or what, but both teams went to their respective dressing rooms over on the far side right now. And, of course, there's 15:42 remaining in the first period of play. Welcome, everyone, to our broadcast. Hope you're enjoying the game today so far. Early morning on the West Coast. And, of course, as we made mention, lots of team coming out and competing in the game. Timeout for Hong Kong right now, it's called. So we'll see if we can listen in.
That's what they gave me. I thought it was 2 on the first and 18 on the second. Okay. Okay, thanks.
See if you want to know, Andy, who scores. Just ask the fans.
No, I know.
The fans will tell us. Good job, ladies.
What number do you guys have on the second? I'm going to read it. 49 and 2. Thanks.
So we were told that the first goal, well, Shulkinen. So we'll get it all corrected. The official announcement will get sorted out, all worked out. Andy, one thing you have to learn is you never argue with the ladies. No. The ladies are probably right.
They're the ones that know.
They'll keep us on our toes.
I gotta go with what they give me.
I would too. So the rain's gone away a little bit, but it's still cool and overcast on the west coast. So we'll go all the way back out center floor once again. Out in the center part of the field. Correction on that one. Ornstein goes down, places his stick down. Does Ornstein get it? Yes, he gets control of it once again. It goes straight up the field. Nice passing play all the way over on the left side this time. Chasing it back down. Going after this one easily right there is Berkowitz, and Berkowitz tried to pick control of this one. He had it, dished it back to the middle part. Walks out. Now they're going to leave this one. He just couldn't get control of this one. Now they come out deep from the corner. Straight up the middle. Nice play. Berkowitz stays with him, guarding him, making him twist and turn like a pretzel inside. Berkowitz pushed him off of the ball right there. Wing Lee. Hin Lee comes up, looks, throws it back in the middle part of the floor. Now they come all the way center field right now. On Ning goes after this one. He tried to get control of it. Now he cuts back. Waiting for it. Looks. Back around. Going back to what's he going to do with it? Undecided on the far side. Macklin Craighead was the one that was waiting and wide open. Now Craighead's going to go back in his own half of the floor. Not going to, on his whole half of the field, correction, not going to get control. He was having a discussion right there. Now they'll just throw it all the way back around. Nice passing play to get around. Fico has it. Fico throws it deep. Now it goes up and out of play. So a little bit out of the reach of anybody, and nobody was going to pick this one back up. And now they'll get control of it once again and throw it straight up the middle part. Good work. Looks. And the Team Israel will come back. Straight up. Israel going off, line change coming in, substitution coming in. As they have the substitution, he goes in, grabs it on a one-hopper, straight up the field. Nice play to go down. Continue to goes down the field. Good work ethic, straight driving inside towards the front part of the net. Hitley goes in, he takes the shot, that rolls up and out of play. And the youngsters will pick this one back up. They're going to give the ball back to him, inbound the ball from the end behind Hong Kong's goal. As they wait for it, looking for it, dishing it back around. Shulkinen was the one that still has control. He throws it back around. Good passing play to get it. Bernstein has it. Now Bernstein throws it out to the middle part of the floor. Good passing play to get it over to Glam, and Glam cuts. Bernstein's going off on a change on the far side right now. Quick hustle off, quick hustle on for the players. Fast on, fast off, and that always helps everyone out. That's what the coaching staff are calling for. And Bernstein waits, looks, far side. Not going to get the shot away, though. He cuts back to the inside on this play right now. Glam still has the ball. Glam looks, throws it back to the middle part of the field. Hashi looks, Hashi passed it back over, far side. Nice play to get it back around to him because Glam was wide open, and good pass by Hashi to realize that. Now they give it back over to Glam. Glam chases it back down, but he couldn't get it. It was out of his reach. Going after that was Hashi once again. But they give the ball back again, and they'll just inbound the ball. Once the referee says we're ready and we're happy, they will do exactly what he tells them. Referee says we're ready, start the play, and they get it back going against the play again. Glam has it, takes it on a one-hopper, back out at center field. He goes after it. Yin Fong hasn't been tested too much, but he's been tested the odd one or two times right there, and he's staying deep inside his goal. Doesn't wander very much. Covers a lot of the net as well. Now they throw it back out to the center part of the floor once again. Hitley goes to one. Hitley passed over. Far side to Glam. Glam was the one that called it back. Now they're throwing it back. Glam is wide open. He's calling for it once again. Couldn't get control. Going in, taking a shot right there. Nice stop by Yin Fong. And he throws that one up, but it rolls up and on a play over on the near side, at least below our broadcast location to the broadcast left. And they'll pick it back up, and Israel will get the ball after they inbound the ball to come back inside. Chasing it out towards the front part of the net, trying to get control of it. Good play. Berkowitz is out there as well. He was calling for it. They're on the outside of the post right now, and they're trying to get it back to him once again. Hashi is out there. He was calling for it. Sticks up. Everybody's pressuring and looking for the ball. Nice play. Sulkinen has it. Looks back over. Hashi has it back. Berkowitz is wide open, as is Shulkinen. And Sulkinen goes to the outside left post this time. Couldn't get it back. Finally getting it back over to Hashi. And Hashi takes the shot right there. That was intercepted. Easily played right there and picked back up. I don't think that was the intended receiver on the play right there, but Hitley was the one that come back on the outside left of the net and managed to pick this one back up regardless. Now they throw it back. Far side, picking it back up. Hashi goes after this one. He tried to get control, and now Hong Kong's chasing it back down. They're trying to get control. The fans come to life, and Hong Kong still trying to get control of the ball, but they still fight for it and hold on to it. Glam comes in. Glam cuts to the middle part of the floor. He gives it back over to Dory, and Dory was the one that threw this one easily over on the left side to Hitley, and Hitley goes it back. Good play. Berkowitz was the one that goes out in front of the net right now. He waits for it. Looks, both of them waiting for it. Neither one could get the control, and now they're coming out from behind the net. Sulkinen comes in, looks going in, taking a shot, and it goes wide up and out of play over on the far side of the field in the end zone for Hong Kong, and it just bounces up and out of play. So they'll get the ball, inbound the play once again. Israel in control of the ball and in possession of the ball. Throwing it back out, center field right now, over to Hitley. He has control, looks wide open, and going to the outside left of the post is Sulkinen right now, and he's driving down for it, and he's calling for it. Now they're switching. Sulkinen goes to the outside right this time of the post, and holding on the outside is Berkowitz, and Berkowitz couldn't pick this one, but it's loose, it's free, back out at center field. Everybody's chasing it. Albanese was the one that was going after this one. He couldn't pick it up. Now it's stolen right there, and they'll go back the other way by Simpson. Simpson had it. He threw it back inside on the corner. Berkowitz goes inside. He tops and turns. Looks, Berkowitz fighting. Everybody's staying with him, guarding him, and defending against him pretty solid right there. Was number 15, Hong Chung. Hong Chung forced him wide to the outside. Now they throw it back out to the middle part of the floor to Bernstein. Bernstein throws it back out to center to Glam. Bernstein's wide open. They couldn't get it to him. At least they looked at him and they saw him. They just changed the pass and decided to go in the other direction on the far side instead. They're still in control of it. Dory has it. Dory comes going and down, takes a left-hand shot right there. Big stop. Nice stop by Yin Fong, the goaltender. And he holds on this one, throws it probably about 40 feet straight ahead. And now they're marching all the way up the center field. Good play, good pickup to get all the way back up the center field. Nice little bit of a dish off over on the far left side this time. Sum Ho was the one that has it. Sum Ho giving it back over on the near side. Bazzarini Jr. was the one that passed this one off. Now I think Bazzarini Jr. is going off on a line change right now. The fans coming to life, and Bazzarini Jr. is still out there. Now they throw it back out to Hong Wu over on the near side boards. Bazzarini Jr., he has control. He dumps it back inside. Bazzarini's looking for it, trying to get control of the ball. Failed to do so, and David Houghton has control. He takes a high shot over top of the net. Up and out of play over on the far side. Good action, good flow right now, and great tempo by the teams of both teams coming out to play, and they're going to chase this one back down over on the far side. Habaniji goes after this one. He's going to inbound the ball, and you just easily give this one back to Metzger. Metzger has control, takes it just to the right side of his goal this time, holding on it, the directing traffic straight up the front. Simpson's telling him who to throw it to, but he wasn't paying attention. Simpson says he's wide open, a long, wide open pass all the way up to midfield. Good passing play, get that up to Knopf. Knopf comes straight down, looks over on the left side. Knopf goes out towards the front part of the net. He's trying for it, trying to get control of it back in. Berkowitz comes inside, takes the shot, passed it over on the far left side this time. Berkowitz is wide open. Do they get it? They score! Nice goal again, and Israel gets another goal on the board, and that puts them up by 3. And a nice goal, and that was a nice well set up passing play right there as they just literally worked this one in and come in and got the shot right on goal. No mistake in that at all. Just a real solid one-timer. And they just quick explosive release right out of the stick and just buried that one home. So we're going to the fans for the reassurance here. This is like going to Toronto for a replay. Mind you, if we were going to Toronto, we'd still be on the phone. So ask the fans. They're good for us. They help us out. You're doing a good job, Andy.
Israel's third goal scored by number 2, Nick Shulkin.
Shulkin was the one that scored that goal. Another one, they got that one correct, as we made mention. Of course, get lots of fans. Ornstein has control of it right from the draw. He pulled this one back wide open in the center field. It's Bittman. Bittman was calling for it. Looks, never got it to him over in the far side. Ornstein, now he throws it out to the center part of the floor. Good passing play to get it back around over to Bittman, and Bittman goes over on the right side. He's being guarded off of the ball easily right there by Craighead, who stays with him. Now they throw it near side, passed over. Bernstein waits, takes it on a one-hopper. It feels a little bit soggy, but the all-weather turf field helps out a little bit on the bounce. Not going to be too erratic right there on the bounce. Hashi was the one that threw this one back over. Far side, Israel's pressuring right now. They're up by 3, leading. Pretty demanding and confident team as they're going into the game right now, and they still have control of it. Hashi has it. Hashi throws it back over. Nice passing play to get it back around over on the far side this time. They cut all the way out, going towards the middle part of the field. Waits, looks. Plantowski was the one that got the shot away, but it bounces up and out of play, so they'll hold on this one. And they'll get a ball inbound from the corner. Easily pick this one back up. Hindley has it. Hindley comes out, looks, turns, goes to the other side. Bernstein stays with him, not going to get control of it, and he still gets all the way up. Hindley gets up to center field. Looks, gets past one defender as well. That was Berkowitz he got by. Berkowitz stays with him, still in control. He's directing traffic from the far side. Hindley has it. Looks, Hindley decide to pass it back over. Nice passing play to get on the far side this time. Chung Wong had it. Chung Wong still has control of it. He's going down all the way down the left side this time, waiting for it, trying to set something up. Get some picture-perfect plays, set themselves up, and Hindley has it once again. Hindley waits, looks, passed over, far side this time. Good little bit of a passing play right there to Hong Wu. Hong Wu comes straight down. He goes over on the left side. Nice play to get it back inside. They're driving for the front part of the net. Couldn't get control. Mazarian Jr. is all the way out in front, and he was trying for it, but instead of that, they picked it back up and gave it to him behind the net. Now he comes out from behind the net. He's being guarded off the ball easily by Knopf. Knopf stays with him, going inside. Looks, misplayed the ball, and it's picked back up on the turnover right there by Israel, and Israel picks it up and goes the other way, all the way up the field. Bar David had control of this one. He had it for a split second. Now they give it back around to the goaltender, Metzger. And Metzger just takes his time. The coaching staff directing them out, telling them what they want them to do and where they should place the ball. Metzger still has control, comes back out, 40 yards out of his goal. Now he's straight up the middle part of the field right now, holding on to it. Nice pass over on the far side. Metzger wears number 31 on his jersey. Now he gets it all the way back. Good play for Metzger, getting it in control of it right now. 5.5 remaining, first period. Metzger has control, taking his time. Wide open on the near side wall this time is Simpson, but they couldn't get the ball to Simpson. Now Metzger still has control. Pretty much up to half field, and he just finally dumps it down. Now Metzger goes all the way back in between the pipes, and they just throw it down over on the left side this time. Good passing play. Once they got it down, figured who they were going to give it to, and Haskell was the one that had it. Looks, Haskell's wide out in front. All there is Bernstein. Bernstein's on the left side. Berkowitz is also on the left side, but Berkowitz is more closer to the post than Bernstein is. Still in control. Finally, they throw it up in the air up to Knopf, and Knopf has control of it. Now he takes his time, goes back over center field, holding on to it, just killing seconds off the clock, and they throw it straight forward. Back down. Nice play. Bernstein throws it all the way back out in front. Good passing play to get it back to Knopf, and Knopf goes in. Misplayed this one. Challenging for him. Trying to get the shot away. Big shot taken. Stop right there. Nice play by Yin Fong, and he came up with an impressive stop, and he throws it all the way over on the right side to Hong Wu. Hong Wu gets all the way straight up. Center field. Hong Wu was bumped, knocked off the ball. Hong Wu goes down. We've got an injured player down on the field. The referee is right beside him to make sure he's okay and checking him out right now. He's not moving. Now the referee blows the whistle and stops the play for the injured player back at center field right now. Training staff's coming in for Hong Kong to check him out, see how he is. Want to make sure that everyone is okay. Of course, safety first and foremost when you've got these games, regardless of the sport. That's the one thing that everyone should really focus on, is a safety aspect of it, because that's something that you only go through once and you're not going to get a second chance at it. So the trainer's on the field taking care of him. 4:20 left. No urgency to get him up. They'll take their time, moving the stick first, very cautious. Of course, the players all kneel down on the field, as you can see. Players all kneeling down, very respectful the way they do that. And they do that in football in the Lower Mainland as well. And, of course, this is something that should take place and should happen in all the sports. Doesn't in all, but it should in most. Now they go down. They're slow to get him back up, but he'll get back up. Slow to go off the field, and he gets back up. Hong Wu is the one that was down. Took a check over on the near side, and the coaching staff, training staff, taking him back over on the far side. Slow to go off. Slow to go off the field right there. He's walking under his own steam. No urgency to get him off the field. Hong Wu takes his time, which is a smart move. The referees aren't pressing them and telling them, hurry up, let's go, because that's the last thing you want to do. So Hong Wu is midfield from Hong Kong. Plays for Weilan High. Back at home. Scott Browering is the head coach. Mike Bender is the assistant coach and defensive. Stephen Cheng Chung Wai is one of the assistant coach. Robert Marshall's another coach, assistant coach for the goalies. And the trainer that come on was Young Sai Hong Jonathan. He was a team doctor. They come all the way back out. Now they have control of it. Now they throw it over on the right side this time, taking their time. Looks, waits deep on the outside end of the field, and it takes it on a one-hopper, and of course it bounces. Not a lot of bounce on the all-weather field out here, but they get a substantial amount of bounce, so it works to their advantage sometimes. Still in control. Nice passing play to work this one back around. That was Meriden Jr. He had control. He throws it back the middle part of the field over to Chung Wong, and Chung Wong comes back inside. Looks, he goes out to the front part of the net, couldn't get control. They throw it back out to him again, and David Houghton goes in. He takes the shot wide of the net and up and out of play. It bounces up and out of play, so they'll give the ball back. And they'll just inbound the ball, and Hong Kong will get control of the ball, and they stop, twist, turn, go back. Jeremy Chung has it. Look, Chung goes down, lost his footing, gets back up, waiting for it. Now they go back, throw it all the way out to the mid part of the field, and they dish it back around. Nice passing play to work it around. Mark Leung has control of it. He comes all the way in, right side, going in, taking a shot right there. Nice stop by young goaltender David Metzger, and he easily makes that one go down. No mistake, and then he was going to stop that one. He just throws it straight up the mid part of the field to Noah Knopf, and he goes straight down. Looks, Noah Knopf comes inside. Looks, far left side. Cuts back the middle part of the field. Berkowitz goes in, centering it back to Knopf. He couldn't get control. Takes it on a one-hopper. Once again, pushed him off of the ball. Kakidao had control of it for a second, then it rolled out of his stick. Now he's chasing it back down. Good play. Out in the middle part of the field right again is Bernstein. Bernstein was calling for it. Now they're switching position. Going out to the center part of the field once again is Mayakov, and he had it. Looks now he's going to go off on a change. Fresh legs will come on the field for Israel. Quick line change coming out. Referee's watching that one. And we go back down, back out center field once again. Takes it on a one-hopper, and they're going back after this one. Everybody's going to pick this up. They're all chasing it. Haskell has it. Haskell was used in the first part, pretty substantial, but not for the latter part. Now they take it back behind the net, holding onto it. Shulkinen has it, looks, he turns, goes back, drives for that, going in, taking a shot and scores. Nice goal again, and that puts him up. One more on the board. So that puts him up 4-0 right now, and that gets him. We're okay with the numbers. I'm giving the high five. Yes, we got a number 2 that time. We got lots of support in front of us. Lots of support, Andy. We're doing fine. Phone a friend. Back out. We'll wait. Go back out to center field right now. Waiting for it. They're going to place their sticks down. Knopf goes back out. Referee is down there as well. Mr. Powell puts it down. 4-0. Team Israel leading Hong Kong. Waits from the draw at center field. What are they going to do? And they pick this one back up. Nice play to pick it back up and go straight up the other side. And this was easily picked up by Ornstein. And Ornstein holds on. He goes down the right side. Ornstein still fights for the ball. Some Hung stays with him. some hope. Forced him wide to the outside, driving back inside, looks, giving it all the way over on the near side boards, going out, scores. Nice goal right there, and Berkowitz gets that one. Nice goal by Berkowitz as he goes low and then goes high up top and buries that one in. And that was another nice goal on the play, and that puts them up 5 right now. A commanding lead, if you want to use that terminology, and they're just going back. And, of course, Team Hong Kong, they did have one timeout earlier on. They were questioning what was taking place and what they can do to just guard against a stronger, or have a stronger defense, guard against the very fast and offense power that we're showing right now by Team Israel as they're coming into this game. Back out once again, center field. And we'll hold on this one. We got that one. Berkowitz get credit with that goal from the draw. They picked it back up again. They just threw it all the way back over. This time it goes on the left side over to Simpson. Simpson picks up some speed. He goes straight down over on the left, holding onto it, throws it a long pass all the way down on the outside. Now Berkowitz still has control. Simpson goes to the middle part. Berkowitz killing seconds off of the clock right now, holding on. Back around over to Bernstein, and Bernstein takes his time. And I think we have, what do we have, Andy? I think a timeout. I'm not sure.
Could be a referee's timeout. Yeah, flag down.
So is this a referee's timeout? We will know shortly, and then we'll tell you what's going on.
Legal substitution, I think. Offside.
Offside call. So they get it, and we go back, and they will, when the referee's ready, then they'll start the clock once again. So the referee's having a discussion out in center field right there, holding on to this one. I know we had an offside. I wasn't sure as to who got the offside, who the offside was against on this play right there. All right, they'll set themselves up. Sticks up, and they're going to call it. Play is going in. They're killing seconds off the clock right now, and that is all they wrote for the first one. 5-0. What a commanding, a very commanding first period out here. Very, very impressive, and we go from there. Teams are going back over, getting a bit of a rest over on the far side of the field right now. Both teams going off. Having a discussion. The referees are going to have a discussion as well, and they will get things sorted out. Quick break, and they'll be back at her. Of course, we talked earlier on, we were talking to Don Blacklock, who is the chair for the men's officiating. We were talking to Don about the officials that they brought in. Brought a lot of officials in. There's assessors as well that they watch the officials and they grade them. And of course, just because you're a senior referee, we're talking to Don and saying just because you're a senior referee doesn't mean that you're going to be guaranteed a final game. You have to earn your stripes and work your way up, and that's exactly what they do. And they're all back out again. Of course, all the officials that did make it to this level, they deserve an awful lot of credit. They worked hard and long hours to get here, and I can tell you, first and foremost, right now, if you're a referee, boy, oh boy, you put up a lot of time out doing different games, and you give up your time. Sometimes the one thing that the families always hate are the late cancellations, the last-minute cancellations. Those are something that really frustrate a lot of people. But they work well, and everybody seems to be happy with them, and officials doing a good job so far in the game, but it's early in the game right now. Back out, and we're getting set, and they will tick the time down, and we will get ready to start once again. Coming to you from Coquitlam, of course, the U19 Men's Lacrosse World Championship coming to you, the 2016 version. Take the opportunity to welcome and thank all the sponsors that have made this event possible for them. Richard Stewart, the mayor for Coquitlam. Nice program they've assembled and put themselves together. Done a great job on that, putting it all together. And, of course, as the mayor, Mr. Stewart, says, on behalf of the council and the city of Coquitlam, want to thank and welcome all the players, coaches, officials, and spectators to the championship. And, of course, Coquitlam has a long history of supporting lacrosse, and they're very proud to host this international tournament in the community at the Town Center Park. And, of course, they do have a strong support for lacrosse. And, of course, the teams in Coquitlam called the Adanacs. And, of course, the Adanacs, if you spell that word backwards, it's Canada. So we'll get the game underway. We'll go over on the right side this time, holding on to it. Teams have switched ends. Players back. Nice passing play to get it back. Shulkin had it. Shulkin calls for it back. They saw him. They give it back to him. This time he's back out, way out in front of the net, probably by about 40 feet. He throws it back inside. Big stop. Nice play right there by Yin Fong. He holds on this one. Looks. Yin Fong throws it all the way over on the far right side this time. Wide open on the left is Hin Hung. He had control for a second. Now they pick up some speed, coming straight out the right side, all the way up, pretty much to center field. Lost control of the ball. He goes back after it. Solid hit throw and right out in center right there. And they called him for the push-off on the back. And they'll just give ball back to Hong Kong. That was called by the referee on the side. Now we have control. Hong Wu has it. Hong Wu looks, goes control of it. He lost it. It rolled out of the webbing of his stick. Now he's chasing it back down, trying to get control. Berkowitz goes after this one. He tried to get control of it, and Berkowitz picks this one back up. All the way right on the outside, but stepped up and out of play. And the one that stepped out of play was Haskell. Not by much, but just a little bit of a stride. So he got caught going outside of play, and the coaching staff are questioning that one, but the referee was adamant. He pointed right to it, and he pointed right to the spot where he actually stepped up and out of play. Back down, far side. Nice play. Hong Wu has it. Hong Wu threw it all the way over on the far side, but that goes up, out of play, too far, and this will be picked back up by Israel, and Israel comes all the way back down. Nice play to get it back up the field. Looks going inside, drives it, far side, good play. Driving for the front part of the net is Hishorn, and Hishorn got the shot, but that rolls up on a play. So the ball back to Hong Kong right now, and they'll go after it and pick it back up. One of the youngsters will manage to grab the ball, and he'll just give it back inside. And the one he's going to give it to is Zhang, and Zhang will hold on to this one. Takes his time, no urgency in his stride right now, rushing it. Looks, throws it back out in the center part over to Yin Fong, and Yin Fong throws it back over. Nice play to get it over on the far right side. Hin Ip has it. Hin Ip dumped it, looks back towards the middle part of the field once again. Chung Lin Kwong, he was the one that had it. Now Chung Lin Kwong threw it back over far right side. Nice passing play to get it back around him as he looks and gets it back behind the net. Good play, they're working it around. Easily played right there and easily set up. Solid work, and they still have control of it. Looks, waits, centers it back in the middle part of the field. Going after this one is Man Lai. Man Lai had it. Now is he calling for it? Yes, he gets it back. Man Lai has it. Looks, takes his time. Looks, somebody's on the outside left. Not sure who. Number was completely eluding us, but we saw him now, and that's Cheng. Cheng was calling for it. He's on the outside left of the post. Couldn't get the ball to him. Now they go back the other way. Wide open. Nice passing play back to the middle. David Houghton was the one that had it. Now Houghton throws it back behind the net. Chung goes after this one. He tried to get it, finally pushing it down. Taken off of the ball. Looks going in, twisting and turning inside, trying to get control of the ball. Good stop. Abaneji has the one that was staying with him right there, and now they go back the other way and pick it back up. Seconds off of the clock. They're wasting time right now, but Metzger has it. Looks, no rush. Overcast, not as rainy and wet as it was earlier on. Now Metzger is still directing traffic from the back end. Looks at it. He's telling everybody where to go. He's up on the field. He knows where they are and who wants to do what. Now Metzger goes up. One playing back, really back, is Chong. He's not going to let anybody get control of this one. Now Metzger comes straight up. Looks, goes back down. Good play to throw it back inside. He dumped it well inside. Nice play, a long pass. Now Metzger's got to go all the way back in his own half of the field right now, and he's going to go back, and once he gets there, because it's a long way back. Now they'll trade and go all the way back out. The one that's going to move out forward this time will go Bar David. Waits, looks, and Israel has control. They're just killing seconds off of the clock right now. No urgency in. They finally pass it back around. Wide open out in the middle part of the field is Hashi. Hashi finally called for it. Finally got to control the ball back. Now he's over on the right side. Hashi has it. Looks, throws it deep over on the right side. Nice passing play to get it back over to Berkowitz, and Berkowitz throws it behind the net, giving this one back over to Sulkin. Sulkin has it behind the net. Looks wide open. Over on the right side is Hashi. He was calling for it. He comes inside to run the pick right there, trying to get it away from him. Couldn't get it from him. It rolls wide. Now going out in front, taking a shot. Big stop right there by Yin Fong, the goaltender, and he holds on this one. Takes his time. Nice play to set this one back up. Now they dump it back over near side. That was blocked, intercepted by Team Israel, and Israel gets control. They get up over center field. Good play to go all the way down over on the left side this time. Glam has it. Glam throws it back the middle. It was out of the reach of Shulkin and couldn't put his stick on this one. It just bounces up and into play. And as it bounces up and into play, we'll give it. And Hong Kong will get control of the ball. Referee says we're almost ready, but not going to happen yet. Did we have another timeout called, Andy? Or Andy's looking with bated breath. I can see him looking over on the far side. So Israel has called a timeout right now, so the coaching staff's called them over. They're trying to sort a few things out, and they will. Well-played game right now. You've got to give Team Israel an awful lot of credit. They've just literally fought hard, pressured themselves, going in, driving for the net, but they're utilizing all the players on the field. That's the one thing that we've noticed out. They're utilizing everybody. It's not just one or two. Everybody that's out there, they're going to give it to them and pass it back around, and they go behind the net. They use the net sometimes as a decoy instead of passing it back out the other way. That's what they give it out as, and they finally work it out to go the other way. So the referees are getting set. When they indicate we're ready, we will get them going once again. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast coming to you from Canada's west coast in Coquitlam, British Columbia. Cool overcast day, as we've told a lot of people. If you make your way and you travel to the lower mainland of British Columbia, please remember, come on out, visit, and patronize the sponsors that have come on board, because the sponsors have come on board to help out this a lot, and they've really been supportive of supporting this event. So special thanks to all the sponsors that have came on board to support this, because it's not easy trying to find a sponsor. That's like me asking my ex-wife for money. It doesn't always happen. Right, Andy? I shouldn't say it doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen, period, when I ask for money. So I asked my daughter instead. She's normally pretty good at that. She'll give me the odd buck or two. Getting the ball, waits, placing it inside the stick. Hashi has control. He throws it all the way back out the mid part of the field. Bernstein's wide open. Bernstein had it. Bernstein passed it back over. Looks, give it back over. Good holding onto this one. Behind the net. What are they going to do with it? Throwing all the way back out again to Bernstein. Bernstein throws it back over hard near side over to Hashi. Hashi throws it back to Bernstein, waiting for it, trying to get that picture-perfect play to set themselves up. Now they come straight down the middle, cutting in. Bernstein comes inside. He drives over on the right side this time, going in over on the right side wall, holding on, driving for that. Kidao stayed with him, couldn't get control. Instead of that, it goes to Yin Fong, and Yin Fong throws it all the way up the mid part of the floor over to Hin Ip. Hin Ip has control. He chases it back down. Hin Ip tries to pick it back up, takes it on a strange one-hopper right there, and Bazarin goes after this one. Now they go back the other way. They pushed off of the ball, trying to get control. Good play right there, and Sum Ho was the one that was chasing this one back down. Now they go all the way straight down the field the other way, picking up some speed, going in, taking a shot, scores. Nice goal by Israel, all the way home free, and that was scored by number 18 again. Mr. Berkowitz gets another goal on the board, and the young man's flying, so he is really on a roll out there, and he is playing solid, and of course that puts him up 6-0 right now. So when they get going fast and furious. Referees go back out to center field once again.
Over, thank you.
Makes Dad happy that Mr. Berkowitz got that goal, and the official announcement was passed all the way over on the right side this time to let us know who scored.
His second, scored by number 18, Alan Berkowitz.
Back out, referee's going to place the ball down between the players' sticks on the center field. Bittman is the one that's on the outside. Bittman's staying with Hin Lee. Neither one could get control. Hinley and Bittman both come inside. They're trying to chase this one back down to no avail, though. They go back the other way, all the way straight down the field. Bernstein comes inside, going in. Looks, that shot was taken right there. And that was well played by Ornstein after he got the shot away back at center. Chasing it is Bernstein. Bernstein goes after it. He couldn't pick the ball up. Abaniji goes after it. He tried to get control of it. Looks going the other way. Back out center field once again. Now they come all the way down. This time they're on the left side of the field, the far side. Still in control, but wide open is Bittman. They didn't see him, albeit Bittman saw Bernstein. Now they have control. Bittman's wide open. Now they finally picked him up as he cuts in all the way from center field. Now they go back down. They're guarding and defending it very well. They're working a good job. Sulkin has it. Look, Sulkin throws it back over. Far side, nice play. Sulkin's on the right side of the post this time, holding onto this one. Out in the center part of the field, waiting for it. What are they going to do? Undecided right there on that play. Ventura looks, waits. He had control for a second. Now they come driving in over on the far side. Good passing play to get it. Mahalovov, he has it. Looks, dish it back around. Good play to get it back over to Bittman. Bittman comes over on the right side this time. Bittman throws it out in midfield. Ventura has it. Looks, Ventura goes over. Mihайлov looks, he's over on the far right side this time. Mihайлov comes in, runs the pick right there, centers it back, and Mihайлov takes a shot. That was blocked. It rolls behind the net, and it's picked back up behind the net right there. Ventura, he has it. Now it's over everybody's stick, and it bounces all the way back out to center field. They just easily kick this one straight forward. Chasing it back down is Bittman. A bit couldn't get control of this one. Now they go back the other way and giving Hong Kong the ball. So they'll pick up some speed and go straight down the field the other way. Inside, going after it is Hinley. Hinley comes inside. He turns, looks. Hinley had it roll out of the webbing of his stick. Couldn't get control of it. Fans a little bit disillusioned with that play right there, but they still come out and support the team nonetheless. Good fan support out here to come out and support Hong Kong. Nice, as well as Team Israel. Good amount of fans coming below our broadcast location from Israel. Going inside, taking a shot. Big stop right there. And that stop, nice play as they hold on this one. And Yin Fong was the one that made an impressionable stop right there. Yin Fong goes after it behind his net. Probably by about 30 yards. Comes out. Now he throws it a long stretch pass all the way up the middle part of the field. That was blocked, intercepted by Bittman. And Bittman goes all the way down. He throws it over on the far right side this time. Bittman's going to go off on a change. Fresh legs coming on the leg. Wide open is Bernstein in center field. Couldn't get the ball to him. Didn't see him. I don't think they saw him at the initial time to get the ball to him. But he's out there nonetheless. Now they throw it back over. Sulkin has it. Looks. Sulkin takes it. He comes out the right side. Throws it all the way back out the mid part of the field. Good play to get it back down. And Bar David goes after this one. He tried to get the rebound. Shot wide up and out of play. And the youngsters will grab this one as it bounces up and out of play out of the end zone. And they just lob this one back inside. Back to Shulkin. And Shulkin has control. Shulkin looks. Takes his time. Walks. Trying to direct and set everybody up in front. Lot in the attacking half of the field. We've got about 6 behind in the own half of the field, waiting for it. And, of course, that's Team Israel guarding Team Hong Kong, so they're not going to get control of the loose ball. Hong Kong, they have a big uphill battle. Come down and chase and stop this one back down. Sulkin goes after it. Sulkin comes out over on the right side this time. Sulkin throws it out to the middle part of the field, back to Bar David, and Bar David holds on this one. He takes his time. Now Bar David throws it back over, far right side. Nice passing play to get it back around over to Dory. And Doria was the one that had it, misplayed it, and it's picked back up by Hong Kong, and Hong Kong gets some valuable speed. Straight up the middle part of the field. Good foot race. Straight down. Farco. Fico has control. Fico throws it back out to the center part of the field. Good passing play to Chung King Kwong. Chung King Kwong was the one that had this one. He threw it over far side. Ong Ning had it. Ong Ning threw this one straight forward. Now they'll chase this one back down. Now it's going to go behind the net, and everybody is chasing it back down. Couldn't get control of this one. Wide open. Wide open in the center of the part of the field is Ong Ning. Ong Ning couldn't get control. He's calling for it. Now they come back inside, twisting and turning. Hong Wu, he has it. Hong Wu goes over on the left side. He picks up some solid speed. Hong Wu throws it back out the mid part of the field. Good passing play to get it back around over to On Ning. On Ning was the one that dished it behind the net. Waits coming out from behind the net. They're turning. Oh, nice stop right there. Solid save by Metzger, and Metzger come up with a huge game-saving stop right there. But great pressure shown by Hong Kong, as they have seemed to find their life right now, and they're coming to play. Both of them playing an exceptional job. Back around, good play. Mark Leung has it. He goes over, far right side. Now he gives it back over to Hinley. Hinley has control of the ball. Mark Leung goes over on the right side. Waiting for it, driving for the front part of the net this time, trying to get control. Lost it, had rolled out of the webbing of his stick. And Hong Wu was the one that misplayed this one on a strange bounce. Now they still have control of it. Turning, throwing it back is Edelson, and Edelson had control. Now he bounces on a one-hopper right in the mid part of the turf. They throw it straight up mid part of the field. Also out there trying to get control of the ball is Abenadji, and he failed to get control. Now a long pass all the way straight down, and Sulkin was out of his reach, so the youngster picks this one back up, holding onto it. And he'll hold on this, and they'll just lob it back in play. Waits, he's going to chase it back down, but he'll chase it in play nonetheless, and he'll get control of the ball. And they'll throw it straight up the middle. Good passing play to get it straight up to Malkin Craighead, and Craighead was the one that dished this one straight down the middle, holding on to it. Now Craighead threw it back over. Craighead's going to go off on a change as he goes off on the far side of the field. Coming on, Cheng is now behind the net. Cheng is trying to get it. They finally saw him and give it to Cheng, and Jeremy Cheng has control. It comes out the right side. Cheng throws it back around. Good passing play to get it over to Chong Wong, and Chong Wong goes inside. He tried to get the shot away. Black of it to Ong Ning. Ong Ning goes after it. He stops. He's well over on the right side this time. Ong Ning is pressed off of the ball by Abenadji, and he has control. Looks lost it for a second. Hong Kong still controlling the play right now. Even though they're trailing by 6, they're still controlling the play in the attacking half of the field. Looks waiting for it, getting it back. Nice passing play to work it back around. David Houghton has it. David Houghton give it back over, far side, over to Chong Wong. Chong Wu scores, finally. Hong Kong come and put one on the board. Just an insurmountable amount of pressure right there, and they got one on the board, and that brings the whole bench to life as well as the fans. And boy, oh boy, what a good amount of fans to come and cheer this one. That gets them on the board, at least puts one on the board. That brings everybody to life. Now they start to cheer. Somebody set the alarm. They woke these people up. That was a nice play and well executed. Of course, a lot of work over on the far side. They just continue to just drive for the front part of the net and make a solid passing play. But they did a great job on that one. Nice play. Nice play to work that one back around. Now go all the way back out, center field, holding onto this one. From the draw, the referee places the stick back down. Waits, looks. And Israel has control of the ball right now. They're coming down, driving over on the right side. Plantowski was the one that had it, scores, and as quick as Hong Kong comes down and scores, Israel replays and comes back and says, if you can do it, you showed us how to score, so we obviously know how to do it ourselves. And that puts them up 7-1 right now. When you look, and they're all going back out center field once again. Hong Kong came to life, and they got one, but that wouldn't surprise me if they manage to get another 1 or 2 on the board after this one, too, because they're playing well. They're having an awful lot of fun doing it, and they just work really hard at this. Good bunch of boys, and just because you're not ahead on the score sheet doesn't mean it's not number one and not passionate about it, because they are. They're really passionate about it, and from the draw, it goes all the way back out. Hin Lee was the one that goes chasing this one back down. He tried to trail from Knopf, and Knopf goes after his man. He couldn't get control. Now Hong Kong has control of the ball. David Houghton, he goes over on the far right side. Houghton called for it, couldn't get it to him. It was out of the reach, and Zhang goes after this one. Zhang goes after it. Waiting for it. Going in. Israel's driving for the front part of the net. Nice passing play to throw this one back around. Shulkin has control. Looks, he waits. Comes straight. Goes back out to the mid part of the field. Good play, but they are clearly controlling and dominating the game, leading by a 7-1 margin right now. And they're playing very well. Look, going off. Quick line change over on the far side. Now going off. Knopf goes off the floor. Off the field. Correction on the far side. Waiting for it. Glam comes back on. Quick line change by Israel. Now they throw it back, looks, holding on to it. Nice shot taken. That's picked back up in Japan. Or Hong Kong come all the way up the field. Hong Kong's chasing it back down. A long stretch pass. Couldn't get control of this one. Now they go back the other way. Look, stop. Pick this one back up. Now they're cutting back to the inside. Good play to get around everybody right there. And Faiko was the one that had it. Looks, he goes back to the inside. Faiko comes inside, takes a shot. The roll is just a little bit wide of the net. And chasing it back down all the way over on the far side this time. Trying to get it to their of no avail. Didn't work that time, but they're going to give the ball back to him anyway, and they have control of it. Once the referee says we're ready to go, he'll give them the ball, and he'll say, yes, sir, we're all set to go. Places the ball back inside the webbing of the stick. Looks. Centers out. Of course, Hong Kong wearing the red jerseys with the red jerseys and red pants as well, shorts. Nice passing play to get it back over on the near side this time. Manley has it. Manley throws it deep over on the left side. Nice passing play to get her back over to him. Chang had it. Manley goes out to the middle part. Now he gets control. He called it back. That's why he ran up the center part. Good passing play. Manley goes after this one. Dishes it back in to Hong Wu. Hong Wu looks, turns, goes out to center field. Looks. Hong Wu comes inside, drives, stops, turns, centers up. They're trying to get the pressure throwing right there and want to get an extra shot on goal. Chang goes in. He was calling for it. Chang couldn't see him, couldn't get it to him. Going in, driving, taking a shot. Well played. Hung Wu got the shot away, but that was nice. Well stopped by Metzger. And Metzger was one that throws that one straight up center field. Now they come back down. Israel marching all the way up center field. Good play. Knopf comes inside. Shot, scores! Quick give and go right there, and they just march down the field. And that puts them up at 8-1 score right now. Another one on the board, and that just continues to climb, and they're just a tough play for Hong Kong right now. But they come, they play, and they're playing well, and they are clearly supplying us with a very entertaining game coming to you from Coquitlam over Coquitlam Center. As I made mention, Carla Quattro was telling me last week that she was going to do her absolute best to see if she could get out here, but she said no promises. And, of course, Coquitlam is now playing the host for the largest U19 tournament in the history with 14 teams, and it grows to 54 member nations in the league. So nice to see them play. And now they come back down. Looks nice passing play to get it back over on the far left side. Zhang was one that threw it back over. Zhang is going to the outside left this time. Hong Chung chased it down. Hong Chung picks this one back up at center field. Hong Chung goes after it. He failed to get control of it. Now they bounce it, and it goes the other way, straight up the center field. Good pickup. Bacher goes up, looks, he still has control of the ball. He picks up some speed, coming straight down. Bacher goes in. Ong Ning stays with him, forced him wide to the outside. Good play. Bacher stays with him. Not going to let him get control of it. Still out control. Passed it back around. Bernstein throws it over left side coming in. Diving, taking a shot. Big stop. Nice play right there by Yin Fong. And he comes up with a huge save once again. He's made some remarkable stops so far in the game today. And now it goes up and out of play, and they'll give the ball back to Israel as the play continues. I'd mentioned a little bit overcast, soggy out here right now, but the rain has gone away, so that's okay. Everybody's pleased, but they're sitting under cover anyway. Centering it back. Nice passing play to work this one back over. Wide open on the near side is Bittman. Bittman goes over. Now Bittman goes on the left side. Couldn't get it. Changed their mind instead of passing it to him. Wide open on the near side play. Wanting to give it to him. Changed it. Going back, cutting, driving for the net. Takes it on a one-hopper on a bounce right there, and Hashi was the one that had it rolled out of the webbing of his stick, and this is picked back up by Hong Kong, and Hong Kong get back up the other way. Phi Ko goes up. Phi Ko throws it back to mid part of the field. Strange bounce right there. And Lin Hyung was the one that had a misplay and rolled out of his stick, so I think we have another timeout called. We just double-check, make sure. So Hong Kong's called another timeout so far in the game, and it's well entertaining. You got to make mention. It's well entertaining, played, solid play, and of course we are bringing this broadcast to you from Percy Perry Stadium, Sports Field Complex in Coquitlam, British Columbia. Of course, the opening ceremonies were last evening at 5:30 p.m. Games go, and the closing ceremonies finish up on the 16th. And they will be after the conclusion of the gold medal game. And, of course, all the dignitaries gather, et cetera, and they'll be having this. Lots of games to be played out here, and it's nice to have this event in the Lower Mainland. Welcome, everyone, all the visitors to the area. Hope they enjoy their visit to Canada's West Coast, and in particular Coquitlam, British Columbia. A lot take place out here. I mentioned about the lacrosse history in the area out here. Very, very solid. You've got different teams traveling to this event. You've got Australia. Okay, Team Canada we take for granted. Team England, we've got Team Iroquois, Team USA Nation. Of course, that's a big rivalry as well. We know that, how strong that is as far as a rivalry. But once again, special thanks to our sponsors for making this a successful event, as always. And, of course, we appreciate it. And the BC Youth Movement includes the Pacific Coast Field Lacrosse League and high school lacrosse program that's home to players from Abbotsford, Langley, Mission, Ridge Meadows, Surrey, Port Coquitlam, Delta, Richmond, Vancouver, Burnaby, North Shore, New West, and Coquitlam. A high school league is also developing on Vancouver Island, we are told, and there's also an interior youth field lacrosse league and a Vancouver Island youth field lacrosse league as well. And, of course, following on the 38 team showing at the senior men's tournament in Denver in 2014, the World Juniors of Field Lacrosse will showcase their game to new heights. And the next 10 days will be a true testament of what they can bring to the game for today's youth. Back down, of course, lacrosse is Canada's national summer sport as well. Waits, look, they're getting set, inbound the ball. On Ning was the one that had it. On Ning passed it back around. After On Ning give this one back over to Jeremy Chung, and Jeremy Chung was the one that had control of this for a second. Chung goes to the outside left post this time, driving inside as well as Man Lai scores another goal, and after they called the timeout, that brings him to life again. And that gets some cheering, and of course, that's some cheering below our broadcast location as well. All the fans from Hong Kong, despite the fact that they're losing on the scoreboard, they're really winning in the hearts of all the fans that have come out. And they got a good cheering section out here. I like this. They've got a solid amount of good cheering section coming out and supporting them here in Coquitlam at this championship event for the weekend. 8-2 the score right now. We'll get the official announcement on the goal. Back out. Going back to center field once again. They'll hold on this one, trying to get control of it from the draw was Zhang, and Zhang failed to get control. Now they go back the other way. Zhang is in his own half of the field. They couldn't get control of the ball, but also out there guarding against him is Craighead. Craighead goes wide. Looks, Craighead comes inside. He failed to get control of it. Wide open at center field, and we have a timeout called for Israel right now. I believe if this timeout is called for Israel, there's 46 seconds left in the second half right now, and we'll wait. Of course, they're having a well-deserved rest. Both teams going over to the benches. And, of course, you've got to wonder whether or not that goal rejuvenated the squad the way they played and what they're doing. But we will know in the next little while. But it's been a well-played game. It's been fun to watch, and it's been entertaining. Plus, you've got to give them a lot of credit because the boys are playing well. And despite the fact that it's a little cool in the stands where the people are sitting, the interesting part about that is that the players are running up and down the field, and they're not cool in their game. They're having fun. They're staying warm. And they are really entertaining the fans on hand to come out and take this game in. And, of course, this is the first time that Hong Kong's competing in the U19 World Championship. And the team is completely comprised of mainly local University of Hong Kong students, and the players have a lacrosse experience ranging from 10 months to 4 years. So not a lot of experience, but 10 months to 4 years is better than 0. And the Hong Kong players are introduced to lacrosse in their freshman year at the university, and of course, it's a part of the inter-hall sports. Right, we can do that. Special shout out, we've just been passed a note. Special shout out to all the gatherings in Israel. Hope everyone's enjoying the broadcast coming to you from Coquitlam. Welcome once again, and sit down, grab another cup of coffee. That's what I'm going to do after we take a bit of a break because it's cool here, but I know it's hot and furious where you are at home. You're watching, you're being entertained, and of course, again, welcome to our broadcast. Don's going to have another coffee too? I know he is. Yes, Don's going to get another coffee for us as well. Referees are on the field. They're working harder than Don is, and Don's up here just writing notes, I see. Oh, no, he doesn't have to write notes. He's got a tablet, I guess, nowadays. That's what the kids call them, tablets. If I told my wife I wanted a tablet, she'd give me an aspirin. Taking it behind the net, holding on to this one. Not sure what they're going to do, but they pass it back around regardless. Nice play. Berkowitz was the one that had control. Dad's happy anyway. Berkowitz is below us. Special shout out to everyone over there, taking their time. Looks past behind the net, holding on to this one. Berkowitz is going all the way out in front right now, and the clock's slowly ticking down, trying to get it back, taking a shot right there. Oh, man. What a goal, and what a nice little bit of a march after that, as Bernstein was the one that buried that one home. Nice goal, nice little bit of a give-and-go passing play right there because they played that one very well. We talked about the team from Hong Kong, but also the team from Israel. Israel makes their debut at the men's U19 World Championships, with the majority of the roster comprised of players who've been playing sport for 2 years or less. So, considering some of these players are new to the sport, they're entertaining everybody very, very well. Of course, 2 years or less says an awful lot about what they're playing and how well they've been coached over the last time. And, of course, special shout-out for both teams, as well as all the volunteers that come on board and help this one out as well. And the Israelis have worked very hard to promote youth lacrosse in the Jewish state and have over 700 boys and girls. Nice to see the girls competing as well, playing the sport from ages 8 to 18. Now, most of the players from the upstart of the Mediterranean coastal lacrosse hotbeds, with a handful of athletes from abroad, and strengthen the roster. The team held a 3-day tryout in Israel in January with 60 players were invited, and they are completely anxious to make their debut and show us what they've got and how they've got it over here. So as the players take a bit of a rest right now after the first half, we're going to take a bit of a timeout. And again, special shout out to the gatherings in Israel. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast coming to you from Coquitlam. The sun's looking at coming out, but I'm not going to hold my breath on that. Grab another cup of coffee, replenish it, and come on back with more from Coquitlam Center right after this timeout. Hi, everybody. Welcome back, Coquitlam Center. Our pleasure to bring you the call for today's game. Had a good little bit of a, as my grandmother would say, a bit of a good chin wag between the first half right there talking. Now we are back, and the field is a little bit subsequently drier, so to speak. At least that's what we were told. Bittman was calling for it, couldn't get control of the ball, taking it. Looks now, it's picked back up again behind the net, and Yin Fong has control. Yin Fong, throws it all the way back over. Far pass over on the left side behind. Hong Chung has it. Looks, Hong Chung takes his time. Not sure what they're going to do. Now they decide to pick up some valuable speed. Coming straight up. Hong Cheng goes all the way up center field. Nice play to get valuable speed going straight down. Looks, stops, going back down. The sun's starting to come out for the players, so the players are happy, and they take it on a one-hopper. Man Lai has it. Man Lai throws it deep against the goal line. Over on the right side. Back over to Fico, and Fico threw it back behind the net. Over on the far side. Cheng goes after this one. Cheng looks, waits, dumping it all the way back out the mid part of the field right now. Nice passing play to get it. On Ling has it. On Ning looks, waits. What are they going to do? Undecided for a split second. Man Lai looks, goes out. Dish it back over. Far side of the field. Passed it back around. Works, turning, trying to get control once again. Now they get it back to him again. And Man Lai has a good shot. He's had a couple of chances right there. Cutting back in. On Ning takes the shot. That was blocked. He was rocked into the middle of next week. Slow to get back up, but they get up nonetheless, and they'll just throw this one straight forward. All the way up over on the left side this time to Knopf. He gets up over center field. He goes straight down, pick up some speed. Knopf comes inside, looks, drives, going in. Over to the right side of the net, lost it. It rolled out of the webbing of his stick, and Bernstein picks this one back up, and Bernstein throws it back out to Bittman at center field. Bittman goes in, takes it on a one-hopper. Picks this one back up. Waits. Berkowitz goes after it. I don't see Dad out here now. Mr. Berkowitz wants to went for coffee or something. Oh, no, pardon me. He's down by the side of the field. I knew he disappeared somewhere. I was just looking at the sweater out here. That's all I was looking for, Andy. Wasn't sure where he went. I knew he wasn't far. It's a dad. It's a dad thing. Stop, going the other way. Nice play to pick up some valuable speed all the way up to center field. Going after this one. Stopping, turning. Continuing to go after it. Nice play to drive for the front part of net. Going inside. Going in. Taking a shot. Oh, stopped right there. Huge save by Metzger. And that hit him and rolls up and out of play. Well played right there. And they'll give this one back as it was on Metzger out of play. So the ball back for Hong Kong. And they'll get control of the ball. And they'll pick it back up. Centers it back in. No urgency in their speed right now. They kind of come out the right side, and they do. They get all the way back out, turning at center field, going in, taking a shot wide. That rolls up and out of play, and Man Lai was the one that threw this one out of play. I think we're back down once the referee indicates we're ready to go. Deflected off the young goaltender once again, and Metzger was the one that was calling for it. Metzger's back out there. Metzger hasn't been tested a lot so far, but he's had a pretty solid game out there. Now it takes a strange hop all the way out in front, and they're going to give the ball back. Interference on the side of the net, so they'll give the ball back over this time to Hong Kong again, and Hong Kong will hold on to the ball, and they'll pick it back up. Looks, turning. Now they throw it back out. Nice little bit of a lob pass out to the center part of the field. Man Lai had it. Man Lai cuts. Now they give it back over to Hong Wu, and Hong Wu goes after this one. He throws it back. Nice play to get it back inside to Cheng, and Cheng goes after over on the right side. Back out in the center of the field to Man Lai, and Man Lai gets in. He goes over on the right side, gets around his man. Bittman stays with him, forced him wide to the outside, continues to come in. Drives, takes a shot, stop right there. My Metzger holding onto it. It bounces wide behind the net, and it goes up another play. And boy, oh boy, the pressure is being shown right now by Hong Kong. The halftime come out and obviously brought them to life, and they had a little bit of a rest to do discussion with their coaching staff. And, of course, the coaching staff doing a great job keeping the boys on tune as to what they're going to do. Now they come back down. Israel all the way straight down, left side. They're going after this one. Bernstein was the one that had it for a second. Now they throw it back around to Bernstein. Bernstein's still in control. Berkowitz is out there. Berkowitz was calling for it, but they give it back to Bernstein in the center part of the field once again. Back over to Hitley, and Hitley has control. Looks, takes his time, slow to walk up, trying to set everything up and directing traffic. A traffic cop back on the bridge here at Friday night. Look, they throw this one behind the net, stopping, turning. Berkowitz has control. Berkowitz looks, what's he going to do? A little bit of a lob pass by about 30 yards. Just went all the way back. Not urgency right there. And Bernstein throws it out to the mid part of the field. Good play to go back after it. Malikov goes after it. Look, Malikov couldn't pick it back up, and it's just lob straight forward out to the center part of the field once again. And Hitley picks this one back up for Israel. Hitley comes straight down, over on the right side. Pushing him. Craighead goes after him. He's trying to get control, but it was out of his reach. He wasn't going to pick this one back up. Craighead stays, looks, challenge him, going over on the far side this time as Ying Kwong, and Ying Kwong just staying probably about 10 feet away from him. Not going to let him get loose. Now they're trying to drive him out behind the net, trying the centering pass. Couldn't get control of it. Nice passing play. Slocum goes after it. Shot it back over on the far side of the field, and Cohen goes after this one to pick it back up, and Cohen picks it back up as he stops, turns, Barzin Jr. goes after him. He tried to get control of it. Now they have it over on the near side. Makov, he had it for a second or two, now lost it. Back the other way. Ornstein comes inside. Ornstein throws it back over. Good play. Bernstein was calling for it once again, and they're still holding on to this one, waiting for it. Bernstein's out in front, going in, challenging for the rebound, but he couldn't get it. No bounce on the give on that one at all. It took a real funny hop right there. And Yin Fong throws it. Just dishes this one all the way over. This time it's on the left side of the field. It's picked back up by Craighead, and Craighead throws it all the way over center field on a one-hopper. So a little bit of a dead hop right there, and it wasn't going to bounce at all. No give at all on the field out there. It bounces, it hits solid, and it just stays right, just like it's like glued to it. Not going to bounce and get loose at all. Everybody's fighting for it. Rolls up and out of play. A couple players come together and push, and they'll inbound the ball right now, giving it back down to Israel, and Israel hold on to the ball. Berkowitz gets control. Referee indicates we're ready, and Berkowitz comes straight down. He's over on the left side. Berkowitz throws it all the way over on the left side this time. Back to Bernstein. Berkowitz goes to the front part of that. Bernstein's on the outside. He goes behind the net, trying to direct it. Looks not sure what he was going to do, and they're staying with him, pushing him off of the ball, or trying to push him off of the ball, forcing him wide, using the stick to their advantage. It's out in front, trying to get control of it, and Hing Lung was the one that forced him wide to the outside. Good play to take that one off him. Now they'll inbound the ball once again. Israel still in possession of the ball. Shulkin has it behind the net. Looks in the second half right now. Only played about 7 minutes in the second half so far. Lots more spectators coming out to take the game in. Of course, the sun's starting to come out over on Canada's west coast. Hope everyone's enjoying the broadcast. As we made mention earlier on, we've got a special shout out that we keep having to make mention to the gatherings in Israel. Hope everyone's enjoying the broadcast. Coming to you from Coquitlam, going in, taking a shot wide of the target, bounces up and out of play. And they're going to give the ball back down to Israel in this place as it deflected off of the goaltender for Yin Fong. Yin Fong's hugging that post. Man, oh man, huge save right there by Fong. And man, oh man, if it was a one-goal game, that would be the game saver right there. Nice stop. Well played. The young man's doing an exceptional job, and they'll just dish it straight up the middle part of the field. Back over to Craighead. Craighead was the one that dished it back over. He threw it back over to Hinley. Hinley's still in control. Hinley just lobs this one all the way back around to Chung Lin Kwong, and Chung Lin Kwong was the one that threw it back. Center P, back to Lin. Looks nice play to get it straight down. Not sure. They're just directing traffic back out there. Looks good pressure coming right now, and they're really starting to come to life. Need a couple of solid shots on goal to get themselves back in the game, despite the fact that they're trailing 9-2 the game in favor of Israel right now. That doesn't mean that Hong Kong is out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Looks coming out the far side of the net, trying to get control. Nice passing play to get it around. Takes a one-hopper. Couldn't get control of it. Ong Ning goes after it. It was out of the reach of Ong Ning. Now they give it back to Ong Ning. Ong Ning's is wide open. Hung Woo is wide open. They give it to him. Hung Woo comes inside. Looks back over behind the net. Coming out, trying to get control of this one is Farco, and Farco is the one that threw it over. Far right side this time. Nice little bit of a stretch play to get control of this one, and Hong Woo picks it back up after he got on a one-hopper. Hashi takes him with him, staying with him, trying to get control. A funny little bounce going the other way, and Israel picks the ball up, and they just throw it back behind the net. And they'll leave this one back over to Metzger, and Metzger takes his time. Look, stops. He's well behind the net. Holding on to this one. Twists and turns. Back over on the far side. Cheng staying with him. Not going to let him get loose. Metzger goes back between the net right now. And again, we've got good crowd coming in, and more crowd coming in to take the game in here from Coquitlam in Coquitlam, British Columbia. Our pleasure to welcome you to the broadcast. Hope you enjoy it, wherever your travels may take you. Looks, they'll throw it all the way back up. We've mentioned before, wherever you're listening to this from, please remember, if you're driving, slow down, drive with care and caution. Back down over on the right side this time. Cheng comes in. Cheng rolls after this one. He's chasing the ball back down. Abanaji goes after it. He couldn't get control of it. Now it's stopped. Picked back up again by Knopf, and he picks up the field. Straight up. Knopf comes all the way up. Center field. He goes down. Gets around the defender. They're staying with him, trying to get control of the ball. Mark Leung goes in. He stayed with him. Mark Leung forced him wide to the outside. Now they just throw it back behind the line. Knopf was the one that dished it back up. A good speed coming straight up over half field right there. And they give it back over to Bernstein. Berkowitz goes after this one. Looks, nice passing play. Berkowitz is on the outside left, as is Bernstein. See who they're going to give it to. Those seem to be the key spark plug players that they utilize every chance they can. Also out there is Hashi, and Hashi was wide open. Didn't see him, didn't give him to him that time. Then Dory goes after it. Dory's still in control. Dory comes inside, taken off of the ball by Fico, and that ball was bounced up and out of play, and it goes up at the far end. And they'll just inbound the ball, giving it back around behind the net to Sulkin, and they're going to indicate that Sulkin's going to get the ball. Looks, I think the referee indicates we're ready. Yes, we are. And taking his time. Sulkin, no rush in his stride right there as he comes all the way out from behind the net. Looks, takes his time, being defended off against Hung Ching, and Hung Ching stays with him, forced him wide to the outside. Nice passing play all the way back out the middle part of the field, and Hashi goes after it. Hashi picks it up on a one-hopper. A little bit of a strange bounce. It didn't do much of a hop, but it got back around over to Sulkin, and Sulkin holds on this one. He's over on the left side. Sulkin throws it back around out to the middle part of the field to Hitley, and Hitley holds on to this one. Sulkin goes on the outside of the net. Looks, Hitley comes back inside, picks up speed, cuts, goes driving to the right, taking a shot wide of the target, misses the net by about 30 feet. Close, but that only counts in horseshoes right now, so that's not going to count anything. And it bounces up and out of play. Rolls wide. More crowd coming in to take the game in here in Coquitlam. Welcome everyone to the broadcast. Centering it all the way out in front. Couldn't get control of this one. Berkowitz is out there. He was chasing it back down. Now it goes up and out of play, and Team Israel will pick this one back up. Again, referee indicates, yes, we're ready to get control and pick it back up. Now they come out from behind the net. Looks going in, taking the shot right there. Nice play by Sulkin to get it after he's the one that they seem to be utilizing him to pick the ball back up and play it back in from either end whenever they get the chance, especially the attacking half of the field. Sulkin comes out. Sulkin takes his time, throws it all the way out to the center part of the field to Hitley, and Hitley holds on this one. Wide open is Hashi, and Hashi called for it, finally got it after he hollered about 3 times to get control. Hashi comes straight down, looks, goes in, goes to the left side, couldn't get the ball back to him. Wide open on the far side is Dory going in, taking a shot, twisting, back out. Bernstein comes inside. He tried to pick it up, but instead of that, that's picked up by Hong Kong, and he's pushed off of the ball easily right there. Play carries right on. Some Hung goes after this one. And we have a flag by the referee right now. Watching the referee's signals. What's the whistle for, Andy? Cross-checking? I wish I could throw a flag when I referee hockey. Sometimes you want to throw them, but instead of throwing it up, you want to throw it at the player. Can't do that. It's against Hong Kong. So the referees indicate they're ready. Nice play to get it back over on the far right side this time. Good play. Berezin was the one that had it. He throws it over on the right side of the post. Good play to get it back out in front. Looks, Manlai was the one that had it. Got the shot away, and this is picked back up and stopped by Metzger. And Metzger holds onto it. Metzger takes it behind the net. Oper on the right side is Knopf, and he couldn't get control of the ball. Now finally they take their time, just lob it back over. Nice play by Metzger as he came out about 20 yards out of his front part of his net to throw this one back. Now they'll throw it cross-field pass over a one-hopper over to Knopf, and he picks the ball up. Knopf tops, turns, looks, he's a real strong defender, picks up some speed, straight down. He goes all the way straight up on the right side. Good play. Knopf comes all the way back down. Good work by him. And, of course, Noah Knopf plays defense for, they've got him listed as coming from New York. Now we have another call going back. We talked earlier on about the young goaltender, number 31 for the team, and, of course, David Metzger, the goaltender, he's from Menham, New Jersey. They've got him listed as. Waits, looks, nice pass all the way over on the far left side this time. Trying to get it centered back out. Not sure what they're going to do. They finally give it back around out to the middle part of the field over to Houghton, and Houghton had control of it. Houghton goes inside, takes a shot, goes and bounces behind the net, and they're going to give the ball back to Hong Kong. Young goaltender Metzger is saying it deflected, but to no avail. The referees have the whistle, and it's their call, so they said it's going to go the other way and the way we want it to go, and that's the way it's going to play out. Far side. Nice play by Hong Kong to maintain possession and control of the ball. Fico has it. Fico looks, comes in, does a stutter step, goes to the left, cuts back the middle part of the field, holding on to this one, just dishes this one all the way over. Now Fico's going straight to the left side this time, trying to get back in front. Craighead comes inside. He couldn't get the shot away, and that was blocked, and it goes right to the goaltender, Metzger, and Metzger holds on this one. Now he's directing traffic from the back end. Going back, Berezin Jr. was one that was going to, but he's over on the right side, flanked on the edge of the field right there, and he wasn't going to get control of the ball. And the fans come to life, and they start cheering for Hong Kong down here below our location. 9-2 the score right now in favor of Team Israel over Team Hong Kong. Start of the second half. We've played about maybe almost 15 full minutes in the second half so far. Trying to take the ball out of the webbing of the stick. Did. Roll straight forward. Chasing it back down. Picked back up on the far side by Chong Wong. Chong Wong comes inside. Looks. He goes inside. Stops. He's still in control of the ball. Going in straight in from the net. Going in. Taking a shot. Stop right there by Metzger. And he comes up with a huge save to stop that one and keep the game at 2. Back down. Team Israel comes back all the way up, down the field, over on the left side this time. Bernstein goes in. Bernstein had it rolled out of the webbing of his stick. He's still fighting for it, trying to get control, kicking it straight loose. Also coming in to help out is Berkowitz. Finally, Berkowitz manages to pick this one back up. And we had a whistle on the far side. I'm not sure who blew the whistle, but we've obviously got a timeout, I believe. This is for Israel timeout called, so in this one. So we've got a timeout for Israel and the way it plays out right now. So it's been a well-played game. You talk about the players coming from where they have come from. A lot of players come from various parts of the world to come out and travel to take this game in. Hope you're enjoying the call, coming to you from Coquitlam, and it's been a well-played game. And, of course, once again, special thanks to the sponsors that have come on board to make this event possible. Coming to you from the event over here, and, of course, Richard Stewart, the mayor of Coquitlam, welcomes everyone. We've mentioned that we've got teams from Australia. Never mind just Australia. We've got Germany, we've got Mexico, Taiwan, Korea, Ireland as well, Scotland, and, of course, the host country, Canada, as well. Upcoming games later today, you will see Ireland play against Scotland. That's a 1 o'clock game on Canada's west coast. 4 o'clock is Taiwan and Germany. And at 7:30 p.m. West Coast time will be England and the Iroquois Nationals. Canada does not play again until they play Saturday evening. Tomorrow evening, and that will be a 7:30 West Coast start. They play against England on that day. And then Sunday, Team Canada plays against the Iroquois Nationals at 7:30 p.m. When you look at other teams playing, Israel is playing today. Israel does not play again until Sunday morning, 10 a.m. again Sunday morning. And then their next game will be Tuesday morning, and that will also be at 10 a.m. Sunday morning. Hong Kong plays today at 10. Of course, the game is currently underway right now. Hong Kong plays again on Sunday at 1 p.m., and Hong Kong plays Monday at 12:30 p.m. as well as 1 o'clock on the Tuesday afternoon. And then from there you get into the playoff rounds, and it's anybody's game from there. But they're going on. They're having a great time, playing well, playing hard. And, of course, it's very, very entertaining lacrosse. If you've never come out and seen a field lacrosse game, you should come out and take one of the games in, because it's an absolute blast to come out and watch. And, of course, as the longer the game goes on, the sun starts to come out and shine, and the rain subsides, which is a blessing over on the west coast here. Hashi was the one that had it. Hashi passed it around this time over on the far side. Hashi was calling for it, couldn't get control of the ball back, but he wanted it back. Instead of that, they just dished it back over to Cohen, and Cohen's on the far side. Back to Hashi. Cohen's wide open. Hashi looks not sure what he was going to do with it. Now he continues to go over on the left side, well on the outside this time. Cohen goes back to the middle, as does Berkowitz, and Berkowitz is wide open as well. Berkowitz is probably about 30 yards all the way back out in front, waiting for the ball. Couldn't get control, and now they'll go back. Shulkin was the one that still has it, going in, taking a shot. That's up and out of play. And they're going to slowly pick this one back up, but they'll give it back, and the young goaltender will go back in between the net, and they're waiting for it, so they'll go back, and Hong Kong will pick the ball back up. Hong Kong holds on to the ball. Slow to come out of their own half of the corner right now, but they'll pick up some valuable speed, and they twist and turn going back. Hong Wu comes straight up the middle. Looks holding on to this one. Nice play. Hong Wu giving it back over to Hindley, and Hindley gets straight up. Over on the right side this time. Waiting for it. He just throws it straight forward. Nice little bit of a passing play. Not going to give it across to anybody this time. Now they throw it behind the net, and it's picked back up behind the net to Cheng, and Cheng holds on this one. Cheng takes it behind the net, holding on to it. Throws it back over to Berezin Jr., and Berezin Jr. holds on this one. He waits for it. Not sure what he was going to do. Now Hong Kong goes back down their own half of the field right now. Quick line change coming up for Hong Kong. Fresh legs on the field. One off, one on. And they'll go back down. Far side. Nice play to get control of this one. They're turning back out the mid part of the field. Not sure. Looked like he was going to go off, and Zhang is going to go off on the change. Fresh legs off. Now Zhang will go back out. He's going to go off. An extra player comes back on the field as well. Also out there is Hinip. Hinip is out there. He waits. He's on the right side this time. Now it goes back over on the right side. And David Houghton is the one that was calling for it. He couldn't get control of it. Also going after it is Cheng. Cheng still has for it. Turns behind the net. Cheng throws it all the way back around to Manlai, and Manlai looks, takes his time. No urgency at all what he was going to do with it. Manlai throws it out to the mid part of the field. Nice passing play to get it back over to On Ning, and On Ning stops, takes, looks, throws it behind the net. Guarding him off of the ball right there. Looks, waits, out there right now playing is Hishorn, and Hishorn's in between the pipes for the team right there. He's holding on to it. I'm not sure. They're still looking for it. Now they take it and pick back up over on the far side this time by Knopf, and he holds on to it, and he just throws it a long stretch pass all the way over on the right side. Abaneji. He had it, looks, giving it back. Nice play to get it straight up the middle part on a one hopper. Well, it takes about 2 or 3 hops because of the turf only, the way it played out. Now they go back the other way. Looks, setting it back. Now Hong Kong comes the other way over center field. They go back. Kidau was the one that threw this one straight forward, going inside, over on the right side, stopping, turning. Nice passing play to throw it back over. Manlai was the one that dished it back over. Now Manlai's going over on the left side to throw it over on the right side this time to Beresin Jr., and he has control of it. Beresin Jr., he calls for it back. He gets it back, guarding him off of the ball, pressuring him. Beresin Jr. cuts towards the front, going inside, diving, taking a shot right there. And they call him for a crease, so they'll give the ball back the other way and give the ball back for Israel on this play. And they'll work their way all the way straight up once they set this up and trying to figure out who they're going to place the ball to. And they finally worked it out and gave it to him. Now they come straight out the middle as they give it back to Berkowitz, and Berkowitz comes straight up. Looks, picks up some speed, coming straight up the center field. He goes in, throws it all the way over on the left side to Bernstein. Bernstein looks, trying to get it wide open, and Berkowitz is wide open, but they didn't see him to give him the ball back. Now they throw it back. Shulkin has it, looks back around Bernstein, out to the mid part of the field, back to Hashi, and Hashi has control. Looks, Hashi waits. Back in his own half of the field is Knopf, and he was holding on to this one. Now he's playing tough in his own half of the field right there, defending anyway, going in, taking a shot. That rolls up, and that's picked up by Team Hong Kong, and they hold on to this one behind their own net, probably by about 30 yards, holding on to it. Now they just throw it all the way back around to the young goaltender Yin Fong, and Yin Fong throws it back over on the right side. Looks, long pass up straight up the middle of Hong Wu, and Hong Wu throws it straight down over on the far side of the field, picked up by Cheng. Cheng gets control of it. Cheng is chasing it back down. Man Lai goes after it. Man Lai tried to pick it back up. He failed to get it. Hong Wu was chasing it back down again. Neither one could put their stick on it, but it goes back after it, and they get control of it straight up over center field. Everybody's going. A bit of a push ensues at center. A couple players come together. They push, mix it back up, and it's picked back up by Israel, and they march all the way straight down the field. Bernstein comes in. Bernstein goes in, throws it all the way over on the far side. Taking the shot right there was Berkowitz. Nice shot taken, but strong play defensively by Hong Kong. Playing a great game out there. And, of course, 9-2 the score right now in favor of Team Israel as they go back the other way. Holding on to this one. Nice play. Huge stave right there once again by Yin Feng, and he just takes his time. No urgency in his play, and he just throws this one straight down. They're trying to set this perfect play up, but sometimes the perfect plays are the last things you worry about. Now they throw it back. Ching Se, he was calling for it. Chinsei couldn't get control of this one. Now a one hopper over on the near side. Craighead has it. Craighead gets up, throws it back to mid part of the field. Nice play to get it back down. Now they come straight over on the right side, throwing that one up and out of play. So that was out of the reach of everybody, and no one was going to pick this one back up. And Chinsei was the one that threw it up and out of play. But the intended receiver on that place was Beresin Jr., and neither one could pick it up. And that is after the third quarter right now. So after this one, there is one more. The teams will take a well-deserved rest right now. We'll see what they do and what they want to come back with. And I was just looking for one of my buddies. I didn't know where he went. But I know he's not far. That I know. He's very close. So we've got about 3 minutes, so I just want to make mention and see if I can talk to somebody, find him real quick, and if my microphone will work, I might talk to him. We'll see how it plays out and if indeed it does work or it doesn't work right now, so we'll go. I'm going to see if I can get a hold of him. Don, come here. We're live, so you're on. All right, we're joined by Don Blacklock. And Don, we were talking earlier on, and I always want to promote officiating. I told you this earlier. So I want to know about the officials, where you got them from, where they all come in from, and what you're looking at as a group of supervisors here.
Well, we've got 31 officials from 11 countries around the world. These officials have all earned their way to the World Championship. Each have worked within their national governing bodies and have worked really, really hard to be here. Now they're here. Our referee-in-chief, Dave Goulet, has worked hard along with assessors from around the world that are going to coach these guys through the event and make them better referees by the time they go home. And we're going to have some really, really good officials.
And it's naturally going to benefit the program in the area when they go back. And I mean, albeit we've got to get the coaches educated on the same page, which is a hard job, and we all know that. But if we can get them on the same page, it's only going to make the sport grow better in their area.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the development of officials really, if it's not done properly, will stunt the growth for a playing program.
Very much.
They got to develop together, really.
Do you have a lot of players turning and becoming officials once they finish their playing career?
It varies around the world. So in Europe, a lot of younger officials. And certainly here in Canada, you'll get younger officials coming through box lacrosse and hockey, ice hockey. And but in some of the places, players retire and become officials and then see how they can extend their career.
Which would be the strongest area that you could, if you had to pinpoint one, that might be the strongest area for officiating as far as lacrosse?
Well, North America, really, just because of the development of the game. I mean, there's just so much more opportunity for officials here. You know, European officials don't have the number of games, so therefore they can't develop. But again, saying that, European officials are really now traveling the world and coming to Canada and the U.S. to try and get opportunities to referee more. So
yeah, a little more open, a little more education doesn't hurt anybody.
Oh, absolutely, and that's what's great about this game. You know, the friendships around the world that have been made with referees traveling together and working multiple events. It's a fantastic fraternity, really.
It is, and it's great. I mean, the one thing I always like, and I love for referees to have open communication with the players. I don't like referees when a player says, "Can you explain that?" and the referee says, and I know there's a time where you can say, "Yes, I can tell you," and no, but I like a referee that talks a lot. And that's what I'm noticing with the officials out here.
Absolutely, and that's really what we try and tell them. You know, the communication is the key to being a good official.
Well, you're going to be a referee. You've got to have what I call 3 things for success for being officials. I always tell all the referees, you've got to have what I call the PhD. You've got to have pride, hustle, and desire. And if you don't have the PhD for officiating for that rule, you're not going to succeed.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it, actually. Well done.
Okay, thanks, Donnie. Appreciate
Thank
it. Okay, thanks. Anytime I get the chance to promote officiating, I do it. Nice to see you out here and everybody out here bright and early in the morning. Good time to promote officiating. Of course, nice to have them on board, and it's so nice to see some of the officials travel and make their way to Canada's West Coast. Back out. Started the last quarter right now, and of course we have a 9-2 score, and of course Israel is leading. I want to make mention of that. And of course, some people might question that, but they are, and they've played pretty commanding on that one. Now they're going back. They're challenging, going inside. Now Team Israel, if you're watching this on your monitor or your screen or your iPad or whatever you might be watching on, Israel is going from left to right on the sets, and Team Israel is wearing the white with blue numbers, and Hong Kong are wearing the red jerseys. And predominantly red. They're going from right to left, obviously, because they couldn't both be going the same way. That'd be a little bit of confusion for everybody out here. Back down, going in, taking a shot that bounces all the way out in front. Couldn't get control of this one. Now they'll pick it back up over on the far side, and Bernstein chases it back down. And Bernstein just easily leaves this one. Of course, again, special shout out to the gatherings in Israel. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast coming to you from Coquitlam on this soggy, overcast, sunny day, and part of it right now. And Hong Kong comes all the way back up the field the other way. They're marching all the way straight down, going straight down over on the left side this time. Some Ho had control of it. Some Ho throws it straight forward. Now he does it back out. Some Ho, a little bit of a give and go right there. Situation, passed it back around. Nice passing play to get it. Man Lai had it. Some Ho's going off on a change. Man Lai is down the mid part of the field. Now they're going to throw it back behind the net, and On Ning goes after it. On Ning picks this one back up. He waits for it, holding onto this one. On Ning throws it all the way back out to center part of the field once again. Nice passing play to get it over to Hong Wu. Hong Wu back around over to Man Lai. Man Lai giving it back far side plate over to Zhang. Zhang looks. He had control of it for a split second. On Ning was the one that out there as well. Now it goes up out of play. So they'll give the ball back to Israel for this one. And just a note, if you're watching, you can or listening, you can follow me on my website, which is sportswave.ca, or you can follow me on Twitter. It's just @sportswave, and we'll promote the sport for you. Send me a story. I'll promote it for you. Just no problem at all. Going down, lost his footing and fell down, picked back up. Betcher was the one that had it. Get back up the field to be a little bit slippery out in the mid part of the field right there. Got a flag on the field. Back out at center right now. Looks, will wait. As they have control of it all the way over. They're pressing after it. Now we've got a whistle and we've got a flag on the field right there. So we'll see what the call is over on the far side. So we had a flag on the field over on the far side. So we'll see what the officials call and the announcement for the call. Back out. Holding on to this one. I'm looking. I believe they're going to give Israel the ball. I didn't see a signal. I just saw the flag right there. So I'm going to rely on someone because I'm used to lacrosse, normal lacrosse, box lacrosse, not field lacrosse. And I admit that wholeheartedly, even though I've been involved in the game and I love doing the broadcast. Did the broadcast last night for the WLA, the Salmon Bellies and Coquitlam Adanacs, far side. 30-second technical for an offside call going against. Thanks, Andy, for that one. Appreciate that. All the way over far side. Cutting, diving inside, going in, taking a shot. That's wide up and out of play, and it bounces all the way behind the field, up and out of play. So they give this one back over to Israel, and Israel will pick the ball back up as they're getting set to inbound the ball. Finally, they're taking their time, logging it back out the mid part of the field once again. No stride, no rush. Hitley was the one that had it. He gives it back over to Sulkin. Sulkin goes in, takes a shot. That is high, man, oh man. If we were playing football, that would be through the uprights. That is high and gone all the way out of there. So they'll get another ball back from the youngster behind the net right there, and they're going to pick it back up, and Hong Kong will maintain possession of the ball. He comes straight up the floor, holding onto it. Nice play to get it back down. Looks, waiting for it. Passed it back around. Good dish over on the right side. Hongwu was the one that had this one. Now Hongwu gets control of it once again. He takes his time. He holds onto it. Looks Hongwu to sit back down. Nice passing play to get it back over. Gives it back over to On Ning. On Ning was the one that called for it. Got it back. Now they couldn't get it back to him in the way he wanted. And Mark Leung was the one that called for it. Mark Leung gives it back over. Hin Lee. Back over to Hongwu. Hongwu throws it over. Far right side. Line change coming up right now, or thinking about a line change coming up. This is going for Hong Kong, and going off of the field right now is Hin Ip is going off on the change. Correction on that one. Now we go back over. Looks, giving it back over. Far pass over on the left. Chung Wong goes in. Chung Wong goes inside. He twists. He's turning. He's got it caught in the webbing of his stick right there. Holding onto the ball. Looks, goes to the center part of the field. Waits, looks, turns. He had it. Takes it on a one-hopper. Lost it. It rolls out. Mark Leung goes after this one. He picks it back up. And Mark Leung goes after this one. He chases it back down. Looks, they're all pressuring for it. They want to get control. Now they give it back around to Mark Leung once again. Mark Leung goes to the outside left this time. They give it back into the middle to Man Lai. Man Lai had it. Man Lai throws it back over. Left side, going to the front part of the net right there. Trying to get it is Berezin Jr., but he couldn't give it to him. Now also going out there is Cheng. Cheng is out there, but Cheng's on the outside left of the post, and defending against him is Abanaji. He was waiting for it, holding on to it. Picked back up out in front. Zhang takes his time. Zhang comes over. He throws it to the mid part of the field once again, and Man Lai has it. Man Lai comes inside, picks up some valuable speed. Man Lai comes in, throws it back behind the net. Man Lai stops, looks. He was waiting. He was worked off the ball by Hitley. Hitley couldn't get the ball from him, though. It's bounced, takes a funny little hop out in the mid part of the field, and it stopped going the other way, all the way back down. Houghton goes after it. Houghton couldn't pick this one back up. Trying to take his man off of the ball. We've got another flag thrown over on the far side by the referee. I'll wait to see what the call is. I think it's a cross-checking penalty. I'm not sure. I think we had a cross-checking penalty. I could be wrong on that one, but we'll wait. Was it? Good man. Keep me in tune. I knew that. See, I read the signal. I'm paying attention. I watched that one. So the penalty just took place, and we've got 15 minutes left in the fourth quarter right now for the game right now. And, of course, well played, very entertaining. Good amount of fans, more fans coming in to take the game in here in Coquitlam. Welcome, everyone, to our broadcast. Far side, nice passing play to get it back around, throwing it back. Did they get it back around? No, they did not. Not this time they didn't, but they're going to drive for the front part of the net. Going in, taking a shot right there is Man Lai. And Man Lai was out in front. Also out in front is Cheng. Cheng couldn't get control. Now they go over far side, picking it back up against Cheng Wong. Cheng Wong goes after it. It was out of his reach. Cheng Wong still fights for it, coming in to try and get control. This one's Metzger, and Metzger reaches out to grab it. Does he pick this one back up? They're all pushing. The referee's watching a little bit of a scrum ensuing out there. They're all pushing and trying to get control. Both officials are in there taking a shot. Scores! Hong Kong gets one in. And after that little of a scrum over on the left side of the net, which completely handcuffed everybody. Metzger was crushing that one, but the referee said no. And Albanaji was out there as well. And that puts Hong Kong one more on the board. That gets them up to 3. And the fans, once again, come to life. They are cheering, and of course you've got to give them a lot of credit because this is the Hong Kong's first time at competing at the U19 World Championships, and the boys are comprised mainly of local university players of Hong Kong and the students, players of lacrosse experience from 10 months to 4 years. And that's not an awful lot of experience, but you can look at the experience for Team Israel because Team Israel, the players have been playing sport for 2 years or less. So it's not that they've been playing for 10 years plus. There's a lot of relatively what we would call new players in North America, the sport for field lacrosse. Playing a great game, entertainment plus right here. Trying to go after this one. Another flag coming on the field right there. The referee's throwing another flag. We're watching for the call. We'll see what he calls. Another cross-checking penalty called by the referee. 12:20 remaining in this fourth quarter right now. As we go back, looks 9-3 the score. Fourth quarter on the clock. Back down. Hong Kong pressuring. They're on the attack. They're over on the far side this time, waiting for it. Couldn't get control of the ball. Now they just dish it all the way back in the middle. Looks chasing for it, trying to get control of the ball. They passed it back, and Man Lai was calling for it. He's still calling for it. He's on the outside left of the post. Man Lai is wide open. They saw him. They gave it to him. Man Lai stops, turns, goes to the outside of the post, backs up a little bit. Shensky goes after him. Couldn't get control. Now they throw it back over on the far left side. Nice passing play to work it around. Wide open out in front is Berezin, and Berezin was waiting, shot, blocked, rolled wide. Neither one could pick that one up, and I believe Hishorn's back there. Now Hishorn's in between the pipes right now, so obviously they've changed goaltenders because Hishorn's the one, and we're talking about Jonathan Hishorn, number 41. And of course Jonathan Hishorn is from Tel Aviv, Israel. He is the one that's playing goal right now. We've seen the change take place. Going back down, taking a shot, couldn't get control of this one. And that just rolls wide. No one was going to pick this one back up. And of course, Hong Kong, they've also changed their goaltender. And the one that they've got in right now is Samuel Diksum Lai, and he is from Hong Kong. So as they have it, they're looking, getting ready to inbound the ball behind the net. Sulkin was the one that has it. He comes over on the right side this time. Sulkin passes it back out to the mid part of the field. Nice passing play, and Betcher was the one that had it. Beecher has it, looks, giving it back over far left side to Hashi. Hashi has control. Hashi goes back, waiting for it, calling for it is Melkinov. He couldn't get control. Behind the net is Sulkin. Sulkin looks, going in, taking a shot, up and out of play. And they give the ball back for Israel right now, and Team Israel will have the ball, and they will take it behind the net. Looks, waiting for it. Sulkin looks, comes out from behind the net. Hong Wu stays with him, trying to force him and cough the ball up and give it loose so they can get control and get a chance to go down the field the other way. And Hashi has it. Hashi comes in, goes to the right side. Hashi goes deep to the goal line on the right side. Now circles, takes it behind the net, throws it all the way back around. As Hashi comes back out, and Hashi's over on the right side this time. Couldn't get the ball back. He was looking for it. Now Hashi goes behind the net. He was calling for it back again. Bernstein was looking for him, failed to see him this time, and it bounces up and in a play. And they will inbound the ball once again, and Dory will get the ball back from the young person that's chasing all the balls behind the end. And Dory gets control of it. He comes out, looks, comes back out the right side. Nice play, and Chung Se was the one that stays with him. Look, shot, scores, another goal over top, completely over top of the head of young goaltender Diksum Lai, and that was just a funny little one-hopper right there, and that puts another one on the board, puts them up at double digits, making it 10-3 right now. Israel holding a commanding lead in the game right now. And, of course, it's a big uphill battle for Hong Kong, but you've still got to give an awful lot of credit for both teams right now because, as I mentioned earlier on, both teams, especially Hong Kong, they've got experience from 10 months to 4 years. Not a lot of experience for the players when you're playing at this level, and when you're playing in North America, the boys have a lot more experience. Now they go straight down the field. Nice play to pick up some speed. Ornstein was the one that had it. Ornstein's going after it. Couldn't get control of this one. Now they pick it back up on the far side. Chulkin goes after it. He holds on to this one. Nice play to give it back over on the near side, over to Ornstein. Ornstein picks it up after it sort of stopped dead on the turf down there, and they throw it back behind the net. Malkov, he had it. Looks, he calls for it. Couldn't get control of this one back. Coming in, Kidau stays with him. Not going to let him get control of the ball. Takes it a one-hopper behind the net, and Bernstein goes after this one. Bernstein still fights for it. Kidau stays with him. Not going to let him get control, and they just kick this ball straight forward. Going up the middle, and Dory comes after it. Dory couldn't get control. Picked back up, and they go back the other way, all the way up. And Chung goes after it. Chung holds on to this one. Waits for it. Looks, pushing for it. Waiting for it. Now it goes up, and we have a stoppage once again. And I believe they're going to give the ball this time to Israel, but I'm not sure whether they called the timeout or not. I think they did. I believe Israel called a timeout in this play right there. Just watching the referee's signals, I think we've got a timeout called. We've got 8:16 remaining in the fourth quarter right now. So a well-played game. We made mention earlier on about, hope everyone's enjoying the broadcast coming out here from Canada's lovely west coast. And, of course, you can buy one of the very, very nice programs that they've got displayed out in the front. Of course, the president from the Message for the BC Lacrosse Association, Mr. Sowen Gill. Know Sowen very well. I've known Sowen Gill for a number of years. Even when he was a firefighter, I knew Sowen Gill for a long time. And, of course, also a message in the book from the Canadian Lacrosse Association president, Mr. Harris. So thank you for doing those notes, as well as, naturally, the Premier of the province and our Sports Minister, Carla Quattrow, who is Canada's actually the Minister of Sports and Persons with Disabilities. Had a chance last weekend to talk to Carla out in Canada Day in sunny Delta out on the river part, well, after it was raining in the morning and the weather eventually cleared up and went. But Carla Quattrow said she might try and make it out here, but boy, oh boy, does she ever have a busy schedule. I did talk to Carla Quattrow once, and I asked her where she was from, and she phoned me. I said, phone me when you get a minute. And she phoned me back, and ironically, she was coming back from a plane from Switzerland, and we had an interview to do and arrange with Carla, but she was coming back from Switzerland, and they were talking about the upcoming Rio Olympics, which are ironically not that far away. They're probably about 26 or 27 days away, so that's going to be interesting. Wish all the athletes, regardless of the country, I wish all the athletes all the best, because it's been a long uphill battle. And to all the athletes that are attending the upcoming Olympics in Rio, congratulations on being selected for your team or individual sport and all the success you have, regardless of the country. Wish you all the best and hope much success for you and your chosen sport. Far side, they take it behind the net, holding on to this one. Nice play to get it back around. They're still trying to get it. Ventura was the one that had it. Ventura is calling for it back over on the right side this time. Waits Once again, he's not sure what he was going to do with it. They're still waiting for it, and they push it back. Looks, takes a one-hopper all the way back out to center field. Hashi goes after this one. Hashi picks it back up. A little bit of a dead hop back at center field right there, but Hashi managed to pick the ball up nonetheless. Goes in, goes to the right side this time. Hashi comes in, goes right. Looks, goes directly behind the net this time. Hashi throws it all the way over on the far left side this time, but it was out of the reach of Malikov, and he couldn't pick this one back up. But instead, they're going to lob it in from the far side, and Hong Kong will get control of the ball. Straight up the right side. Nice play to work their way all the way up to center field. Some Ho has it. Some Ho gives it on a one-hopper. Taking it, picking it back up carefully right there. No urgency in their stride to get control of this one. Ventura tries to stay with his man. Passed over on the left side to Hin Lee. Hin Lee give this one back over to Cheng. Cheng goes down. Cheng is calling for it back, but he's not going to get it this time. Berezin takes it behind the net. Looks, Berezin comes out. He's guarded off of the ball by Edelson. Edelson stays with him. Neither one could pick this one back up. And they're just controlling it right now to their own little tempo, slowing it down to their own little pace right now. Whatever they want to do, they'll do it, and they'll set themselves up. 10-3 the score in favor of Israel over Hong Kong. Far left side, nice pass behind the net by Cheng. Cheng throws it back, trying to get it back. Man Lai had it behind the net. Man Lai waits, looks, goes all the way out in front. On Ning goes in front of the net, but he couldn't get control. It was out of his reach. Hong Wu takes a shot. That's wide of the net. Chasing it back, picking it back up. The referee had to do a double take to get out of the way, so he didn't get run over. On Ning picks it up. On Ning throws it out to the center of the field to Hong Wu. Hong Wu stops, turns. He goes back. Looks, goes straight down the middle. Now he throws it back over on the far left side to Ong Ning. On Ning comes up. He's going to chase it. Does it go out of play? Yes, it does. It's just a little bit out of his reach, and he couldn't stop this one. But give him a lot of credit because he really tried to catch up on this one. Both players from Hong Kong did a great job trying to pick this one back up and catch up on it before it rolled out of play. Now they throw it over on the far side. Becker had it, looks, waits, takes his time. Killing seconds off of the clock right now. We're under 6 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Now they hold on to it. Slow walk pace all the way back up front. This is the way I do Christmas shopping. Nice and walk, nice and slow. No urgency in my stride. And the closest thing I'm looking for is a coffee shop. Now they're coming back up. Shopping, it'll get done. Stores don't close till 5 o'clock. That's a guy thing for all the ladies that are listening. They're going to just shake their head going, Steve, really? Is that the way you do it? Yeah, it is. That's the way I do it all the time. Now they're still in no rush as they get up. Hishorn has it. He's calling players back. He wants to set it up. He's trying to give it a little bit of a lob pass straight forward. Slow, no rush in his passing play right there. And Hishorn still taking control. Looks, a lot of players are all double teaming each other. Now he throws it all the way over. This time it goes over on the far left side. And it's picked back up. Nice play to throw it straight up the middle part of the floor. And Israel comes straight down. Good play to pick up some valuable speed as they come all the way back down. Becker comes inside. He throws it all the way over on the far right side this time. Turning, going back. Ventura has it. Ventura goes back, and it's picked back up by Hong Kong. And we have a whistle on the far side. I'm not sure what the whistle was. I'm watching. We have an offside call on the play. Thank you, Andy, for that. We have an offside call. It helps when you got an official beside you, helping you out. Far side, waiting for it. So 30-second technical call for the offside, and they will line this one back up. Playing tough. They're trying to play tough defensively right now, but the clock's still moving. They're working their way and setting things all the way back up. 4:25 remaining in the fourth quarter right now. Looks far side. Rolls up and out of play, and Cohen goes after it, but it was out of his reach, so they give it back down, and Hong Kong will pick the ball back up. And Hong Chung will have control of this one as he comes in from the far end. Hong Chung comes inside. Looks, waits. Now they're going to leave this one instead, and they're going to give the ball back down for Israel. And Israel goes back and picks up. A little bit of confusion as to who was going to get the ball, probably on my part more than anybody else's. Now they throw it out to the mid part of the floor, waiting for it. Neither one could pick this up. Looks, turning, twisting, going back the other way. Becker is wide open. Becker goes in, takes a shot. More ways than one. He fell down after he literally took a shot right there. And Craig was the one that tuned him into the middle of next week. Now they have control of this one, waiting for it. Out to center field once again. They're holding on to this one. Straight down. Bernstein comes down right side. Bernstein comes inside, takes a shot. Oh, wide of the target. Probably missed by about 3 feet on that one. Not going to go in and put that one in right there. But you look at the players, the way they come out and they play, and they've had a good, solid game. Because they've played well and they've played hard right now. I think we're going to have possession right now. We'll go to Hong Kong, indicated by the referee, back at center field. Having it back, slow to come up. And they finally throw it back over on the left side this time. Man Lee has it. Man Lee back over. Nice play to give it Fung Ko, and Fung Ko throws it back left side over to Cheng. Cheng goes in. He dishes it back behind the net. Cheng's going to the front part of the net this time. waiting for it. Did they give it to him? Nope, they didn't see him on that time, but they'll turn and go back behind the attacking net, and Bearson Jr. was the one that had it. Now they give it back over far right side this time. They over to Mark Leung, and Mark Leung cuts towards the front part of the net, and it's back out in center field, and Phi Ko takes control of it. Phi Ko killing seconds, about 2:30 remaining in this fourth quarter right now. Back over to Phi Ko, and Phi Ko has control. He cuts in. They need one more to just a little bit of dedication and sort of build up their confidence level going into the next game that they're leading at, because that's the one thing they want to have right now. But they're doing a great job. They've really fought from behind and fought through an awful lot of adversity to get back to this level and get themselves 3 on the board, because Israel is by far a little bit stronger on the offense than what we've seen Hong Kong. Hong Kong has to be a little bit stronger on the offense, playing tough defensively, not just offensively, that's all. Straight down. Bar David goes inside. Didn't see him much in the third quarter, though, but we see him now in the fourth quarter, especially the last part of the fourth quarter. Bar David throws it back over, far left side, out in front, waiting for the pass right there is Ventura. Didn't see him, couldn't get the ball to him. Also out there is Hashi, and Hashi comes in. He runs the undetected pick back down. Now they give it to Hashi over on the far side. Good passing play. Bittman's calling for it back. Hashi still has the ball. Hashi comes back. Look, Bittman comes in, stops, runs the pick, goes back. After he was stopped, it's fine. Going in, taking a shot at a one-hopper. It was out of the reach of everyone. You know, Bar David couldn't pick it back up, but it goes up, takes a one-hopper over on the far side. And, of course, Team Israel is the home team in today's game, with the flags of both countries prominently displayed behind the players' dugouts over on the far side, or their rosters. It goes back down, deflects up and out of play. Neither one could pick this one back up. A little bit of frustration ensues as they were all looking, a little bit of disillusionment going back down after they got the shot. Now it rolls all the way back out to center field. Good play, picking it back up. After it is Zhang. Zhang couldn't get control. Now they bump him, and it goes up and out of play. See who the referee is going to give it back to. Referee first indicated Hong Kong, then he's going to give it back to Israel. That's a correct call. I believe that's a correct call. Absolutely correct call. So they're going to wait, place the ball back down. Do we have another timeout, Andy, or what? I'm just double checking. Do we have a timeout on the far side, or? I think we do. It wouldn't be the first time. I'm asking for confidence.
Normally it's the way the hat's pointing, but I can't tell where the brim is.
Timeout red.
Timeout called by Hong Kong.
So then,
Fans, a reminder that at 1 o'clock we have
so another game coming up after this game is a 1 p.m. game on the west coast of Canada. And, of course, the game at 1 o'clock will be today. It will be Ireland and Scotland will be playing today. And, of course, at 4 p.m. is Taiwan and Germany. And later on today at 7:30 p.m. is England and the Iroquois Nationals taking place and playing later on today. And, again, overcast on Canada's west coast. Hope everyone's enjoying the game wherever your travels may take you. And, of course, on Canada's west coast right now, it's only 17 degrees. Which isn't too bad. That's not that bad. It's a little cooler than what we've seen in the past, but we'll take it. No complaints about that one at all. Our referees will go back, pick his hat back up, put it back on, then they'll start the play going back down. And once again, special thanks to all our sponsors. You can stay focused. And also coming up is the 2020 World Lacrosse.com. You can go on the website, which is www.2020 World Lax, which is lax.com, for more information in Ireland. So go on back. That is going to be in Limerick, Ireland, July 9th to the 18th in 2020. Nice to have them hosting that event as well. Nice to have them also here, some of the boys here as well. No doubt some of the boys would love to play for that championship team that will be representing their own country as well. Straight down. We've got about a minute left in the fourth quarter right now. Now they'll go back. Holding on to this one. They're going to give this one back to Hong Kong, and Hong Kong will pick this one back up, and they'll grab it once the referee says we're ready to go. And they'll whistle the play in, and we are set to go. So I believe we have about a minute left in the game. And we are in the last minute in the game, and Hong Kong comes straight up, all the way up the mid part of the field, holding on to this one. Waits, looks, the turf's not as slippery as it was earlier on. They twist and turn, and Hin Lee was the one that turned going back the other way. And I'm looking over on the far side. And I think this one's called a timeout again for Hong Kong again. Live and learn. I looked at the brim of the hat that time, so I knew what was going on. Interesting, the referees on the field, the team that calls the timeout, the referee on the other side, or whoever they tell, will put his hat down with the brim of the hat facing the team that called the timeout. So new and unique way to call a timeout and indicate for the referees. The referees are back out at center field, as are the players. They're all discussing 48.61 seconds remaining in the game today. And, of course, the first game of the day for Friday. Nice to have it here. Nice to have them playing in Coquitlam, British Columbia. Hope everyone's enjoying the call for the game today. And once again, the schools are out for the summer, so regardless of where your travels take, please remember, slow down, drive with extreme care and caution. The youngsters going around, we've got too much turmoil in the world. I don't want some of the youngsters getting hit by a car speeding through a school zone. We want them to slow down, drive with extreme care and caution. And please remember, don't text and drive. That's got to be one of my pet peeves nowadays in today's world, is people driving and watching their phones. If your phone's that important, stay home. Don't text and drive. And that's the best way to put it, because I know we've seen so much turmoil in the last while, accidents with people texting and driving in accidents. We don't want that, because let's face it, the youngsters today that are in grades 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or even more, that's the future of the world. They're future star players, and they're future professional athletes as well, and politicians and whatever you have it. So please respect what they do. Far side, nice passing later back. Hongwu was the one that had this one. Hongwu had control of this one. Now he throws it all the way over on the far side. Hongwu give this one back over to Man Lai. Man Lai stops, turns. He's over on the left side this time. Throws it back inside, taking a shot high over top of the net. No one was going to pick this one back up. And Dick Sum was chasing this one back up, but neither one could pick it back up. Holding onto it. Out from behind the net. Driving all the way back out in front. Trying to get the shot away. Passed. Blocked right there, and Man Lai had it rolled out of the webbing of his stick, but that's blocked and pushed it all the other way. Bittman comes straight up over center field, looks 20 seconds, counting down. Now they throw it back inside. Good passing play, and Bittman comes inside, taking a shot, goes behind the net right now. Looks, Bittman's wide open. Did they see him? Yes, they saw him, but they didn't give the ball back to him. Now Bittman's going to go out in front. He's going to be guarded off of the ball by Kidau for Hong Kong. Kidau stays with him, taking control of the ball. Coming back to the mid part is Beecher. Beecher comes inside, looks going in, taking a shot, stopped, and the whistles blow to end the game. A well-played game between Team Israel and Team Hong Kong. Well played, entertaining, and boy, the fans indeed got their money's worth here today. Coming to you from Coquitlam. It's been an exceptionally well-played game, and hope everyone's enjoyed it, because it's really been good. Of course, the message for the U19 Men's Lacrosse World Championship, the chair, Cliff Pascas, was the one that passed the message, and he just wants to make mention to everybody on behalf of the Board of Directors and the organizing committee. Welcome everyone to the 2016 U19 Men's Lacrosse Championships. It's the biggest tournament of this group to date, with 14 teams participating, featuring teams from Australia, Canada, England, Germany, the Iroquois, Korea, Scotland, the U.S., and welcoming first-time participants, China, Hong Kong, Israel, Italy, Mexico, and Taiwan. So welcome everyone to Coquitlam, to the broadcast. It's been our pleasure having you take this part in. And it's been entertaining. We'll watch right there in the final score. You talk about a debut game. The players played hard. They played well. We mentioned earlier on, very, very impressive. And we also talked about the team from Israel. The players worked hard to promote the youth lacrosse in the Jewish state, and they have over 700 boys and girls, which is nice to hear, playing in the sport. And it's all about coaching and developing the youth today to make better players tomorrow. Most players come from the upstart Mediterranean coastal lacrosse hotbeds, and a handful of young athletes from abroad strengthen the roster as well. And that's the way they play out. And, of course, the blue and white are anxious to make their mark internationally and prove that they can compete with the best of the world with their homegrown stars as well. And, of course, Hong Kong team have been playing for a few years, and regardless of the game and the tournament results, the Hong Kong team is looking forward to compete hard and represent Hong Kong with pride. And, of course, you can see the traditional handshake following the game right now. Both players going out, the teams going out to center field, and they're having the traditional handshake. This is what it's called, sportsmanship. This is sportsmanship at its best right now. They're coming down, they're having a blast, and they come to play. They played hard, they fought hard, and it was very, very entertaining. And, of course, even though Team Israel come back and pulled out a 10-3 final score in the outset, this has been great. It's been very, very entertaining. Started overcast, dreary, and dull day over here in Coquitlam, but the sun it's overcast right now, but it's quit raining. And, of course, right now it's currently 17 degrees, and they're playing well. And, of course, we've got other games coming up for the rest of today coming to you on this Friday. And, of course, the next game is Ireland and Scotland playing at 1 p.m. The game at 4 o'clock will be Taiwan and Germany. And the last game of today will be England and the Iroquois Nationals later on. Just a reminder, if you have a sport you want to promote, please send me an email. You can go on my website, which is www.sportswave.ca, or follow me on Twitter, which is @sportswave. Let me know what you thought of the broadcast. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast wherever your travels take you. And please remember, today's amateur sports are tomorrow's professional. It's all about developing the future stars of tomorrow at this level to take them to the next one. On behalf of everyone with the U19 Men's Lacrosse World Championships coming to you from Coquitlam, British Columbia. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Till next time we chat, leave you to my one final closing line. Till next time we talk, if you don't play sport, at least be one.